little takes. That's all.
Hey, hey, everyone. It is Saturday. We are week 5 in the college football world. I'm Sports Kells Diva. This is the Sportz Wine and Brew Show. It's October the 1st. This has become one of my favorite months of the year because of National Bullying Prevention Month. I am just so excited to be able to share. So each week in October, we are going to be sharing some tips on how to find bullying resolution if things are happening in school, just being a voice, tips on teaching your students or your child how to stand up to bullying, how to find a safe adult, not just in your school building, but also in your community or even at home. So really some quick statistics on National Bullying Month and why it is. National Bullying Prevention Month is a time to focus and raise awareness on bullying. So during this month, groups around the world like myself, Empower You Foundation, I rock with PACER National Bullying Prevention. I am so grateful for them to have a relationship as well as a partnership with them so that they can provide us resources, not just in my state of Ohio, but also around the United States. And what it does, this allows us to bring awareness and advocacy to bullying. 1 out of 5 students are bullied every day. 10, let me say it, 10 out of, when they look at a stream of for adults, they say there is 8 out of 10 people have dealt with work bullying. So when I say work bullying, a boss that just rise you, just disrespectful to you. So there are also some tips that we will be talking about also for work bullying. But what is bullying? It is unwanted aggressive behavior. I know a lot of teachers say, oh, well, it's okay. It's just child's play. It'll go away. Absolutely not. I feel that if your child has asked a student to leave them alone and they continue to do that same inappropriate behavior, it is bullying. I know a lot of friends, a lot of teachers will say, oh, it's teasing. Absolutely not, because every child does not have the same emotion, the same conflict or affliction that your child might have. So where one child might be able to deal with that teasing and be okay, the next child won't. So what we're doing is we're teaching students through Empower Our Youth Foundation to be involved, that it's a real imbalance of power. And once the behavior has been repeated, it's potentially to continue on to where it goes into physical, it goes into emotional, as well as verbal. So our purpose for our group is to make aware, to, let you know what advocacies and what documentation, as I say, paperwork and purpose, as well as being a voice for your child, can help you. I know we're right here in Ohio, in Columbus, in the city of Columbus. We can help you with, doesn't matter if you're in a suburban school district, in a private school district, or even at a charter school district. We are here to assist you with all forms of bullying, and that means official reported to the appropriate authorities. But then we also raise bullying throughout our community events. And that's where we host different events. And we raise the issue of what bullying is, and how it impacts our students, our parents, as well as people, not just in our city, not in our community, not at home, but across the nation. So I will be, sharing tips throughout right at the very end of the show. And just to make sure that if you are aware or if you need bullying assistance, please reach out to us. You can contact me at 614-928-0016. You can also email us at info@Empower Our Youth Foundation. So we have a couple events that will be happening across the city. The first one is on Thursday, October the 6th at Horizon Science Academy. It is the big conversation. I have taken off before COVID. I took the whole day off. It is a great day to go across the city and jump into these conversations, things that give you pause, things that you want to know about. And there's different organizations from the YMCA to the library. Ours is about education through empathy and engagement. It's a 6 to 8 o'clock time frame. Pop in, bring the kids. We are thankful that Horizon Science Academy Elementary will be providing refreshments for us. So come on out and be a part of the conversation. I will post a flyer under our show so that if you have any questions or just want to come on out and just be a part of the education. We're going to teach you really quick social emotional learning, what PBIS is in your school building. We're going to talk to you about resources that are available right now to assist you if you're having problems with your rent, if you need your car, fixed, if you're needing food stamps. We're going to have all those resources, as well as connect your middle school and your high schooler to organizations that they can get their volunteer hours. That is a huge deterrent when students are ready to graduate. They don't have enough hours to graduate. So we will have some wraparound services around that so that you can sign up, and we will get your student involved in getting some community service hours so that they will be able to graduate and take it to the next level. So let's start the show. We got the crew on. I know we kind of light, but you know how we do. We fall on in. I see Al Glaze. I'm going to send him the link really quick. So happy birthday, Tanisha. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Woo, woo.
Thank you.
Birthday.
So good to have a sister on the panel, on the crew. And my cyber dog. I see you got your
part of the 40-year-old club now.
Hey, let's go. Toast it up. Toast it up.
It goes crazy there.
I know. Listen, no 40s.
Hey.
What about them 40s, Cyber Dog? What about them 40s?
Hey, it's underrated. That's for
It's underrated.
Hell yeah. Because at 40, you kind of know a little bit more than you knew at 30. How about that? And so you got some wisdom there, and you still young. So I mean,
yeah, my aunt
it's that middle age. It's that middle age, that word middle age right there. You're in the middle.
Yeah, my aunt, she was like, how you feel? I was like, you know what? I feel great. But for me, the women in my family, they never in front of us, in front of me, my sisters, and my cousins. I don't ever remember my mom, my aunts, my grandmother, adult cousins. I don't ever remember hearing them complain about their age as they got older. Like they were still doing everything. So I look at it as, they just embraced it, So, I mean, I feel good. I mean, shoot. I mean, I still got little munchkins running around at 40.
Well,
my youngest is 5.
I'm glad you got there before me. So, now I know what to expect.
But yeah, I mean, shoot, I feel good. I mean, it's another year. I'm blessed to be here another year, and hey, all righty.
Yeah. I know 40 was great for me. I love the 40. Like you said, Cyber Dog, you get wisdom and you see things in a different light. But your expectations change, where you don't tolerate a lot of things that you kind of tolerated in your 20s and 30s. And so you kind of clean up friends, you kind of clean up like what you want to do with your work. A lot of us start to, if not married, they start beginning to get married, start family. You start kind of thinking about like your immediate. Not to say that you don't have an extended family,
right.
But you kind of start separating your extended family from your immediate family, and how that kind of trickles in, and how you start really horning in on what your immediate family is, that legacy that you want to carry, especially if you have kids or even grown kids like we're at. Me and Cyber Dog are at that place of starting to be an empty nest. You start to really think about just yourself, like that intimate piece. And it's not saying that you don't love your extended, but you really start horning in on your personal values, your personal goals. And
that's right.
And then when you get to the 50s, I call them the blazing 50s, so take that 10 years, it's going to go fast, and enjoy it. Yeah. So we got a toast up. Everybody got a toast up. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. So are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
It's cracking. So
let's get it cracking.
All right, we're going to start with a recap of last week. As far as college football.
Okay.
So as y'all
Troy ain't here. Go ahead and give it to Troy. Go and give it to Troy. Go
and give it to him.
It's on tape.
So,
Or what's being recorded.
Michigan and Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was praising Michigan. Oh, they this, they that. Look, Maryland wasn't nothing to play with. Like they barely got by that game. It took Clemson 2 overtimes to beat Wake Forest.
Right.
Now I had that as one of my games of the week. Because remember when we went around Cyberdog and we gave our games for the week?
Yes.
Watch for that day. Clemson and Wake Forest was one of mine. And then Florida and Tennessee was the other one.
Woo.
Tennessee
Well,
surprising some folks.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead, keep going. You got them rolling down. Go ahead.
Okay, and then Georgia and Kent State. I mean, I'm just saying, like, everybody wants to dog Ohio State when it's just like a 10, 14-point loss against the team that they're expected to blow out.
Right.
Georgia didn't blow out Kent State.
No.
But you don't hear nothing.
Well, listen. No, I'm gonna pause right there.
Okay.
You understand some things. Now they paid like last week. We played who we played? Toledo last week?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I'm talking when we played that non-conference schedule, excuse me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We get them colleges $1.5 million to $2 million to come and get beat down. Okay. Now, to your point, now the MAC, the Mid-American Conference, MAC, you got some ballers in the MAC. Now, Akron has been struggling. I wish if the Zips ever start winning, you talking about a party up north. That's a beautiful campus. And they got a nice facility. They just can't get nothing to win.
I know, Salvador, and that's I think is where the Division III players, them some bad boys. They might not just have what it takes to be at or not picked up. But I'm the same way. When we covered Division II in basketball, there was some beast. Right. There was some beast. So that was a great game. I think Kent State, if they can just get some players, like you said, there'll be some beasts going in all day.
So Georgia gonna pay Kent State $2 million. When y'all come down here, think y'all we're gonna treat y'all nice, but on game day, get ready. We're gonna run through y'all. And when it doesn't happen, it puts a scare in that college world. Because granted, right now, all this is show and tell. We just getting everything set up for November. Okay. When November hit, we want, and I'm just talking about, I'm not talking about a perspective from the networks. When these people paying, the NIL, all this big money rolling right now. They want Georgia in the playoffs. Okay. Georgia, they want Georgia to be undefeated and Alabama to be undefeated when they play each other. The winner of that, no matter what gets in, but the loser, guess what? He gonna get in too. And that's why they got to expand it to 6. So if you figure, and I'm gonna be real, Ohio State, we talked last week, and I'm gonna let you go back, Tony. Ohio State, I thought it was gonna be a closer game than what it was. Okay?
I didn't think it would be.
I didn't think we was gonna cover. I know you said that explicitly. That's what Troy was trying to get you to bet. You wish you would have had and took that money because within the first 5 minutes, I said, "Oh, they're gonna cover." It didn't even take. I didn't kid. It was 0-0. But at the way and at the rate that they was rolling on these guys, that sometimes if you jump on somebody so early, you done got out of your game plan. Yeah. And now the game is you playing our game, which you really don't want to play. And it was a blowout. So I'm gonna let you go ahead. What's up, bro?
What up,
Rally?
Not much.
So we just talking about Tony going over a recap from college football
from last week.
A lot of upsets. Jesus.
Yeah, we paused at Georgia and Kent State saying that.
No, hold on. Let me get on my bums. The damn Miami Hurricanes. How the hell you lose to Middle Tennessee State? But this is the thing. Never underestimate your opponent. I always tell people that. You could be almighty and you could always lose one. I know y'all clown on Michigan with Appalachian State, but Appalachian State could beat some of these D1 schools.
Oh yeah.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So I was just like this, shaking my head. I'm like, and everybody's like, why are you always kind of hard? Because everybody's like, oh, why you don't be I root, but I watch and pay attention to detail. People don't pay attention to detail when it comes to their teams. Everybody's like, we this, we that. I'm like this. Oh, your team is ranked. I said they ain't gonna be ranked by the and they look at me. I was like, they're not ready yet. Yeah, they're getting the recruits and stuff like that, but they're still not ready yet. It's the mental aspect they're not ready for, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I mean, if I could jump in and we're gonna give it back to the lead analyst today.
Yep.
We're not supposed to be doing no talking, man. Look at you looking at us like, okay, it's my turn. Just say it's you see how she looking, she's like, okay, what y'all shut the fuck up. No,
Right.
Okay.
But
well,
to our point.
Notre Dame, they won their second game. It wasn't looking good there for a moment.
Thank goodness for that poor kid ass.
That's what I just said.
He can count the times he's gonna run out that tunnel right now. I say he got about 7 more if they don't win. That's it. 7 more, and they're gonna go to somebody else, and it ain't gonna be no problem. It'll be Urban Meyer. He greasy enough. Urban Meyer go to Notre Dame. All that money, he'll get paid NFL money at Notre Dame. That's how much money they got with that contract with NBC.
And I can see Meyer going to Notre Dame because of that that scheme of play.
Right.
And he can recruit.
And he can recruit.
Yes, yeah, he can recruit.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
I can't.
Actually, I'm gonna tell you this: if he goes there, he's definitely gonna recruit mostly out of the South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he's known for. That's
right.
his bread and butter.
And Midwest
made
too.
His name.
And Midwest too.
But that's where he made his name. Now, Ohio State helped him.
He even recruited from the South when he was at Bowling Green. See,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people, when they talk about his coaching resume, they want to start with Utah. And I have
let's go back to Bowling Green.
I'm like, no. Without him doing what he did at Bowling Green, because he was actually the coach there my second year there, because that's where I went to college at.
Okay.
And my freshman year, our football team was 2-9. My second year, he came in, we were 8-3. You know, and the couple years he was there, we beat Missouri, we beat Purdue, and it was like, hold on. And then I remember when the rumbling started, and he was like, I'm not going nowhere. And I'm telling players that are on the team, I'm telling students, I'm like, he
don't want to OSU.
He said he's not leaving. I'm like, y'all really think this man ain't about to pass up money? I remember the outrage though when he left and announced it. I'm like, come on, y'all. He has to say that to save face. He can't come out and be like, yeah, I'm exploring other options. But yeah, a lot of people forget about Bowling Green when they talk about his coaching resume. That's where it all started.
Yep.
Because without Bowling Green, Utah doesn't give him a look.
That's true.
You know, without the success he had at Bowling Green, Utah's not looking at him.
Right.
So, you know, that's where it starts. Because we had a quarterback from the South. His name was Omar Jacobs.
I know who that is. He was nice.
And I remember reading an article, and he said when he got off the plane to come up to Bowling Green for a visit, he's coming from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't think he would need a jacket. He stepped off the plane. And he was freezing. He was like, Urban Meyer had to give me a coat. I'm like, you got to know where you're going. But yeah, so he can recruit. And anybody who thought he was done after Ohio State, nah. I know there were quotes he said he couldn't see himself coaching anywhere else because I think it was, the USC job or something?
It was the USC job.
Yeah, and he said, I can't see myself going against OSU. And I'm like, man, the right money, you'll be back in there.
Right.
Well, I say this, though. One other thing that was impacted by Urban Meyer, and I know I'm jumping leagues, but the Jacksonville freaking Jaguars. Shit. That kid can play. I've been looking at quarterbacks for years. Certain types, he's 5'6", 6'6". He can throw on a run. And he got, and you know, I don't know what Urban was trying to bring that. I hope he wasn't trying to bring that JT Barrett and all that offense to Jacksonville.
It didn't work.
I mean, come on, bro. This dude is a drop back. He ain't know what type of passer, and that's probably why.
Not everybody can coach both NFL and college.
Yeah.
You saw what Saban did. Saban tried it for a couple years. This is for the birds. This ain't for me. He left in the middle of the night.
Only a certain select few. Jimmy Johnson.
So
Jimmy Johnson. Yep, he cared.
Yeah, Pete Carroll, you know, he's done a pretty good job, you know.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was Jimmy Johnson to me was the one. I mean, because so many years, it was a failure for a coach that leave college to go to the pros and try to coach. I think about the coach from Notre Dame back in the day, Lou Holtz. I think he tried it. And he was just a
it didn't work.
Miserable failure. But you're right. It takes a certain type of coach. Now, I thought, in my opinion, with Urban Meyer, that if he had not been such an asshole, but sometimes you just can't help yourself. I think when a little media spill came out about him in his restaurant with the girl dancing on him and he copped the feel on her, I think, you know, going back to grown men and you talking shit to them about what they should do, and they're looking at you like, wait a minute, come on.
You doing the same thing?
You the same thing we do.
He lost the locker room at that point. You know, it's easy to lose. I mean, you got to understand, these ain't college boys. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't got to listen to you. Ain't talking to me like that. I make more than you. You know what I'm saying? That type of crap carrying on. But I think, you know, Jacksonville Jaguars right now, they're a hot pick. I keep picking against them, but every time I pick against them, I've been wrong. So I'm headed back to you.
What up, Troy?
Yeah.
Troy.
Hey, Troy.
What up?
What up? What up?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Troy, all good. We were just recapping college football. Tony started early, and so I mean,
she got on you for a hot second.
Yeah.
Who got on me?
About the Ohio State game. And the cover.
Oh, she lost. She should get on herself. She lost money.
I know. Hey, I did.
She's the one who left money on the table. I'm fine.
I know. Hey, and I said that.
Left it on the table.
You can, you can come right on back this week. We'll find something for you.
You said you gonna find something for him?
Yeah.
So what y'all think about so come on, okay. Well, I'm trying to take over. Tanisha, go. Let's go. Keep going.
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Let me stay in my lane.
I don't know if y'all heard, but Mr. Herm Edwards is no longer the coach at Arizona State.
He's been gone for like 2-3 weeks now.
Yeah, that's about 2 weeks now. That he got fired on the field.
Yeah.
So can you imagine getting fired on the field?
He got fired on his way to the locker room.
Yep, and this
which is wrong as hell. But
I know. Just could have waited after the game.
That's why Arizona State is Arizona State.
Word out there is that his staff was purposely giving out intel of the team because they wanted him gone.
I can see that.
But now that Arizona is trying to keep recruits because recruits are leaving because Herm deported.
Yeah,
so that's been all the news all week long. That now the recruits that he recruited are they're wanting to transfer.
Oh,
so to me, I'm like, why you just let them stay?
You know,
Arizona State right now is a hot mess.
But you know,
it was following the loss to Eastern Michigan.
That'll get you fired.
You couldn't just
because you humiliated him. That's how I felt. You humiliated him in national TV, and then you drug him into a scandal in the middle on the middle of a football game. Nah, you could have waited. And you think I want to play?
No. And plus Herm is a no nonsense type, old school type coach,
right?
And probably the staff didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? So they did everything in their power trying to get him out there, and it happened.
Boosters.
Yeah.
So they were saying something about the boosters were part of it, and the athletic director, the AD.
See?
Like sometimes them boosters, they have too much. I know they make it run in some aspects, but not on the middle of national TV. You get walked off the field. Like that's like you get pulled out of class, like in front of all your classmates. Right. Like come to the office.
Well, they should definitely be placed on notice. I think it's happened before, though. To be honest with you.
What is it, Sean? How you pronounce his last name? I ain't about to rip it up. They have Coach Sean is going to be the interim coach for them for the rest of the season.
Arizona State.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see them doing nothing for the rest of the season.
Yeah, boosters. To me, boosters, they, they think they can run everything. It takes, when you talk about boosters, it takes me back to Ohio State with when Jim Tressel was the coach, Troy Smith and
Oh
what
man,
was
that was the team.
what was the white quarterback that was there? Justin Zwick or whatever his name was.
Zwick.
Yeah.
Right.
Me and my dad was talking about it. It was early on in the season, and Tressel was playing both of them. Troy came in and won and finished up, and they came back and won a game. Me and my dad said he said, look, y'all boosters ain't about to have me fired because y'all want Zwick. I'm starting Troy.
And after that, look at all the quarterbacks after that. If you want to win, you better put the brother in.
Yep, they have all black quarterbacks.
Look at all the quarterbacks after Troy Smith.
Yep.
Terrell Pryor.
You just go down the line. Braxton
Yep,
Miller,
all down the line. Troy Smith, JT there. Then you had Carl Jones. Cardale Jones.
Braxton Miller.
But I do believe Joe Burrow could have won
that could have been that one.
I know. Matter of fact, I know for a fact he could have won. It was just a simple fact
he could have won, but he got hurt.
He got hurt. Yeah, he could have won.
So they already crying. They're already crying about the backup next year because they don't think he's that good.
But let me just say this, Troy. You listed all those quarterbacks. One thing all those quarterbacks had in common, they won. Big.
Yeah.
One big.
Absolutely.
And God, you forgot my man. Rest in peace.
I said Haskins.
That was my boy.
Haskins was balling. But my favorite quarterback out of all of them was Troy Smith, man.
That was He was
Troy Smith that got out there. He had the heart of a lion, dog.
Yeah.
And they all love him. And he had some dogs on that team, though.
He did.
Yeah. My QB was Terrell Pryor.
Tattoo Gate? No, I'm straight with him.
Terrell Pryor was a beast, but he was just like, when I look at him, it was in that same era of Maurice Claret. They just didn't have that stability. Like the quarterbacks now have family support, like really sound support.
Yeah.
And they didn't, because you just think about like even the things that have happened even with him being in the NFL. But yeah, I love Troy Smith and I love Braxton Miller. Woo.
Yeah, because even Zeke's parents, they actually moved when he came to Ohio State. Zeke's parents moved to Columbus.
You got to.
They was like, nah, we moving up here. We making sure our son don't get in no trouble.
Yep.
Ain't no antics. Like, I remember when Eli Apple got drafted and his mom went on Twitter and telling all the chicken heads and all the gold diggers and everybody to stay away, and everybody felt she was overstepping.
No, she wasn't.
I got all girls, but as a mother, no, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
Zeke's parents did move up here to help him and stuff like that, and he still got in trouble.
Yeah. He still got
in trouble. Yeah. It's hard. I mean, you on campus, you the man. That's a lot of pressure, you know. I mean, you just gotta be smart about it.
Yeah, you gotta be smart. That's why I love CJ Stroud. He just stays humble and
we hope.
Yeah.
Do you think he's staying? Do you think he's staying or he's going?
Who? CJ Stroud?
He that
dude is like top 5 pick. That dude is out of there. That's why I just said that they scared of the backup quarterback now. They don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah. We really don't got a backup quarterback.
They had their heart set on old dude who went to Texas, but he said, I'm going back to Texas. Now he's like,
he didn't want to wait.
Yeah, that's the thing. Most of them don't want to wait.
And that's a shame because look, now he hurt.
The backup quarterback for Ohio State right now is not good. I'm telling y'all right now, he is not good. They are very concerned about him.
You said
They're
very
going to have to go to the
concerned.
transfer. They're going to go to the transfer portal.
Transfer portal. They're gonna have to go in there and find something.
I'm telling you, that's what they've been getting. I mean, yeah, they just got to do what they got to do. He's not that good at all.
Justin Fields.
Well, he can't come back, but
Yeah, but I'm just saying transfer.
The transfer portal. Yeah, the transfer portal.
Oh yeah, they got him for the transfer. Yeah, because he was sitting behind old boy from Georgia, which he should have actually been starting.
Right.
That's what I said. He should have been started, but it was lucky for us.
That's right.
All right.
Okay. NFL recap. We gonna start with this past Thursday's game.
Ooh.
Goodness gracious. Like
that concussion, boy, man.
I know.
The first one.
The first one. That's what I'm saying, Summer Dog.
Yeah,
the first one.
But that second one did it.
Why are you still playing?
They're gonna be in trouble. They're gonna be in trouble.
I saw the part with his hand.
He threw up the gang sign.
There, boy. He had the crip sign right here.
He had the gang signs up.
Yeah,
he got one of them gang signs up. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Oh, but I thought he had broke his hand, though. I thought he had broke his hand, but that show you.
No. I knew that was a concussion when he threw up the crip sign. I like, oh man, I was like, yeah, that's another concussion. Hopefully they take him off the field and put him in through proper protocol because they didn't do it the first time.
Yeah,
Dolphins got some explaining to do.
Oh, I know.
Dolphins got some explaining to do.
There it is, Troy. That's what I said.
Oh, they're under investigation.
Well,
that's going to be a problem with them. They got. That's going to be ugly. Especially they put him back in the next two. He ain't playing this week, or next week. So
no, he got
They like we gonna send him out for about a few more games.
Well,
yeah.
They got to.
I think they need to do that. Absolutely.
Yeah. The NFL chief medical officer said the league they gotta do some investigation because I thought when you get hit the first concussion, you out for until 2 or 3 games. I can tell. So why are you playing
if
right back?
Reported as a concussion. I mean, they played it off quick, like he just got shook up. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about wins and losses.
Yeah.
Right now, the Miami Dolphins is a hot ticket. They're 3-0. So you know what I'm saying? So sometimes, I mean, that coach was having a good time, come out there laughing and cheesing with the media. Not so much on Thursday night.
Sure wasn't.
Sure wasn't. He had a tear in his eye.
Man, let that man sit down, man. Sit him down as long as they need to. Teddy Bridgewater came in and played pretty good, actually. Too,
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
So they got a viable backup. Let that man sit for a couple games. The season ain't over. Let him sit.
Exactly.
Y'all
he got no choice.
Teddy Bridgewater, if he didn't get hurt, he'd be a beast right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I thought was kind of messed up with that one. In my opinion, it was the game on Sunday. But I mean, think about it too, man. This guy is real. He's a new coach. He's cool with his player. And, sometimes somebody come up to you like, man, I'm good, man, I'm good.
Right.
Convince you that they good. And it's just you can apply it to everyday
Bro,
life.
he got a concussion on Sunday and came back on Thursday and played again. He got another concussion.
That's the point.
Dude's brain is off the chain right now. They need to sit him for at least 3-4 games and stop playing with that man's life.
I agree.
Yeah.
Those concussions.
Y'all got a vibe. That's why y'all got a backup. Y'all got Teddy Bridgewater. He's been playing good. He just got to get on the same page with his other teammates, and it's all good.
Yeah.
Let him sit.
It's 2 weeks.
And that's what I thought, Troy. I thought that's what he was going to do on Thursday. I didn't think because even when he walked out,
he shouldn't have played.
He didn't even look good on when he first came out on the field. He was walking. He didn't trout. He was, how usually he kind of like a little step, like a little pep. He was walking, and he kept moving his hands because they kept, the media kept trying to deflect. And I'm like, you can see him on the field that he didn't even look good, even when he put his helmet on.
He still had a concussion. On Sunday, he got hit, tried to get up, and collapsed.
Yeah.
What the hell? If that was Tom Brady, he would not be in the game. Let Tua stop.
Hey, that could be a career ender too.
I don't care what he's saying. That's y'all franchise quarterback. Y'all that damn medical examiner or they medical doctor, man, he could get a lawsuit over that.
Right. Because when he got hit the second time, he was hurt. I was like,
what if he died on that field?
Too.
What if it killed him?
He's hired by the owner too.
What if he died on that field on Thursday from that hit?
That's what I said, because the way he got hit, and he was messed up on Thursday.
I mean, but I thought he was playing okay personally.
He was playing okay, but
until he got slung on the ground.
Yeah,
he's a little guy. That's the problem. And you know what? I hate to say it. When you draft these quarterbacks, right? If you draft a smaller human, you know what I'm saying, like that to play that position, a smaller guy, it's a lot of things that could go wrong. Now there's some quarterbacks under 6 feet. Let me just put it like that. There's some quarterbacks under 6 feet that have survived and been not just survived, exceeded, became Hall of Famers. But if you look at this guy, these dudes is just as fast as he is.
Yeah.
75 more pounds heavier than
dude weighed 320 pounds who's slugging. Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
And it's not like the 320 pounds like back in the days all sloppy.
No, that's all muscle and
it's
fat.
solid. Right. It's solid.
Right. So that's why
he looked like he was in the weight room.
Right. Yeah. So quarterbacks like Russell Wilson, who's a little bit above 6 feet, but know how this got that.
And he got that. And he got that bulk on him. Russell Wilson got that bulk on him.
Yeah, he do.
Russell
Simmons, yeah.
Russell Simmons, we ain't seen him in a few years. So, you know, I was having a conversation about him the other day. That's why I came up.
But it's just like with Lamar Jackson. People saying that he can't, but Lamar's a big boy.
Yeah, a big boy.
Lamar's about 6'4", 210 pounds.
And moving.
He be moving like a locomotive.
But
one thing, he don't get hurt a lot. Knock on wood. He don't get hurt.
Yeah, he better chill out with all that running, because you see what happened to RG3. It might
he ain't been running like he used to, though. He ain't been running this year like he used to run. No. He got that contract on the table. He don't need to run. He can start. Man, y'all underestimate his passing ability.
With Baltimore last year, they lost their entire running back.
They did good. Yeah, he had
to do that. Last year, he had no choice.
So when you even talk about MVP conversations, like to me last year, he was the MVP.
He should have won it over Aaron.
Right. Because without him, Baltimore went nowhere last year. Before he got hurt, Baltimore couldn't do anything.
I know what you're saying, but unfortunately,
if
you ain't there in December or January,
right, it don't matter.
You're not gonna be there.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
I know.
You gotta be there, just like that song.
And that's unfortunate.
Like the Jackson 5 used to sing.
I'll be there.
Gotta be there. Oh yeah, but anyway, to your point, I mean, Lamar will get the money, in my opinion. Now, what does Lamar have to do? What does Lamar have to do to get there in December? He got to go there.
They got to make the playoffs and go far in the playoffs to get that big money.
But what does he have?
No, he ain't got to do that. He ain't got to go far in the playoffs to get that money. Who else they gonna put in his position?
No, I'm just saying of what he won. Of what he won.
If he go to the playoffs, that's even more money.
That's what I'm saying.
He's gonna get paid regardless. He bet on himself, and he don't have an agent.
See, this what messes up when there's a quarterback year. Whenever there's a quarterback draft year, teams feel that they can roll the dice.
Right.
Okay. Because somebody gonna get CJ Stroud.
Some
teams will spend some money.
This
a team, let's say if a team that sucked that already has a quarterback, they're gonna be willing to will and deal. That's what happens, dog. So
prime example. What's his name? Trey Lance.
That's sad.
Yeah, that's sad.
But he may come back a better player.
Hopefully. Did y'all see Garoppolo last week?
Right.
Did y'all see Garoppolo last week?
Yeah, we seen it.
That's why they went out and gave him all the picks to get him.
Right. That's what I say. We know
he'll be back there next year starting. Don't worry.
They know
we can't say what he can do or what he can't do because we ain't seen him.
Right.
He ain't played really a viable football game in 4 years.
No, he hasn't.
Right.
Yeah, no, he
Right.
hasn't.
Right.
But the key thing is they win.
I mean,
That's the crazy part. Like that's the crazy part.
Garoppolo played like he did last week. He was terrible.
Terrible.
Garoppolo get you deep into the playoffs and maybe into
And that's
the
what I'm
Super
saying.
Bowl.
They
He has
win.
done it.
They win.
And it is, yeah.
Now,
but you know what? Looking at San Francisco
Exactly.
and that quarterback situation with Garoppolo and Trey Lance, it reminds me of the quarterback situation at Ohio State with JT Barrett and Cardale Jones.
True.
Because at the end of the day,
Cardale Jones won.
After Ohio State won that championship, it should have been Cardale Jones as the undisputed starter, in my opinion.
Yeah, they gave it back to JT.
The following season, in the 2015 season, there was a game. I think they were playing Illinois. Urban Meyer pulled Cardale.
Right.
And on a passing play, and I think it was Michael Thomas that was the receiver. JT Barrett threw that ball, and Michael Thomas laid out for that ball. I mean, he laid out. And I got up in a rage. I said, oh, hell no. Because if you looked at a play, a couple plays earlier when Cardale was in, I felt they weren't putting in as much effort.
They know who they wanted. That's the problem.
Because they wanted JT Barrett.
Yeah.
And he didn't do nothing.
And
he down at the water boy down south.
The year Ohio State won the first playoff, honestly, the year Ohio State won the first playoff, I feel that Michigan game, I feel if JT Barrett didn't get hurt and finish that game, I think Ohio State loses that game.
JT was, that was one terrible quarterback.
I think he was one of the most overrated. Like
he was
terrible.
You know.
Well,
so
Tanisha.
I think that's what's going on.
JT Barrett didn't make a lot of mistakes. That's why JT Barrett was in the game so much.
What you say? He didn't make what? He didn't make a lot of mistakes.
Didn't make a lot of mistakes. He was a good game manager. He didn't have the best arm.
Right.
Cardale's arm was better than his, so Cardale should have been out there.
Cardale was
down to trust. Urban Meyer trusted.
There it is.
JT Barrett more than Cardale Jones. That's what it just came down to.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about that. That's just how it is. That's how it is in the NFL. That's how it is in college football. It comes down who the football coach trusts more. Unfortunately, Urban Meyer, I can't say unfortunately because JT Barrett had some good games. Urban Meyer trusted JT Barrett more than Cardale Jones. Cardale Jones should have been out there because just his arm strength alone.
Or Cardale Jones was a beast, but you didn't know what he was going to say on the field.
From he was a freshman to he was a senior.
Cardale, they had a great chance to repeat.
Cardale Jones was the bomb, but you couldn't trust what he was going to say. That's what the problem I felt with Cardale Jones. You couldn't trust what he was going to say. Like you said, the coach trusted JT to stay in those perimeters of media ball. Cardale Jones would be on Twitter before the game on the field tweeting. And then they be like, put your phone away. Halftime, he tweeting again. Like, dude. So he didn't know how to manage those emotions.
No trust.
Yeah, there was no trust. And that's why. And then you see what happened afterwards. I was like, Cardale Jones should have been, because he literally lit up through postseason. And then the next year you put JT and you was trash the first 4 games. And then you get hurt. So it was just, like you said, it is the coach is about that trust, but Cardale Jones could have been, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one more for y'all.
That also goes back to what we were talking about before, stability within your your camp, your family, because I always feel that Haskins got a raw deal when he was with Washington because there was a struggle between the coaching staff and the front office as far as who really wanted him. And when you know that confidence isn't in the organization, that they really want you, that can rattle you. And that's why you need a strong foundation off the field to help you stay focused. I honestly feel Haskins didn't have that. Either that or he was just really stubborn, you know, because you're going to need those people to be like, okay, look, I know this ain't the ideal situation. You know, there's a tug of war over who wanted you and not, you know, but just keep your head down, do what you're supposed to do, you know, and stay focused and you'll get your shot. But I mean, I understand how that can be hard to do, you know, like foundation is key. Especially now, though, like it's gonna be interesting. I feel in the next couple seasons with this NIL stuff now out there, it's money. It's about to get real interesting on that.
It's gonna get ugly. I won't say interesting. It's gonna get ugly.
It is. Oh, it is. It is. And all
ain't no, like what Troy said, ain't no cap on the money they can make.
No, ain't no cap.
Well, we can talk about my Cowboys a little bit about my Cowboys.
We about to get there. We about to go to the NFL from last week and preview this week. Yeah, so
let's go. I need Arkells on here. Y'all got to give it to him.
Yeah, your boys pulled off 2 straight.
2 straight, baby. 2 straight.
I ain't gonna lie, I had the Giants. I did have the Giants. I didn't think y'all could do it 2 weeks in a row. But hey, and now I heard somebody on there. You know how y'all fans are in Dallas. Y'all crazy. Y'all win a couple of games. Now they don't want that. They don't give a damn about that no more. Cooper Rush we trust. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
That's gonna be a quarterback controversy when that dude comes back.
Yeah, right.
Controversy
for what? But what kind of controversy is gonna be? Are you serious?
No,
are you saying they're going to keep Cooper Rush in over Dak Prescott?
The reason why I said that because he's winning games, and then all of a sudden you just throw him back
hell
in.
No, that's his job. He's supposed to win games. He's the backup. There's not going to be any controversy. Do you know how much money they gave Dak Prescott? They ain't going to put $100 million quarterback on the bench over Cooper Rush.
No,
that is
we're not.
For damn sure.
But I feel
Big Al. There is no controversy.
They don't need to.
No, I'm just saying.
But I know what, but
hey,
to take offense to what Al's saying, we know Jerry Jones.
Thank you.
And Jerry Jones would do some unorthodox foolishness because it brings ratings, it brings drama.
That's why I said that.
He's already said that he hopes when Dak comes back, there's a quarterback controversy.
Jerry Jones is 900 years old.
We know that,
but
you understand him.
I think that he needs to put his $100 million quarterback in. As soon as Dak Prescott gets clear, he will be starting.
Watch. He did it to Tony Romo. He did it to Tony Romo.
He sure did.
All right.
Okay.
He did it to Tony Romo.
Same analogy.
Tony Romo and Dak Prescott ain't compared to Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush.
No, you missing the point.
We talk about Cooper Rush here.
You're missing the point.
Don't give that man his flowers because he
you're missing the point. You're missing the point, man. You're missing the point. Even Tony Romo was getting all that money, and Dak still beat him out, and they started Dak.
That's how Dak got in because he benched Tony Romo, and so Tony Romo started throwing games, so he just had to pull him completely. Yeah.
Do you know the kind of? Do you know what will happen? It will be a nuclear explosion there in Dallas if they put Cooper Rush in the game and Dak Prescott is able to go.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
And that's why I think that's why Jerry Jones. We know the rationale, Troy, but we know Jerry Jones too.
Jerry Jones
is going to be, and that's what he like.
And he ain't that stupid. He just gave that man $100 million.
What do you mean he's not that stupid? He's done it before, Troy.
He's not going to do it.
I hope he don't do it. The reason why I hope he don't do it is because we need Dax to be solid. I don't trust Cooper Rush in the postseason. So I need for him to get completely well. And right now, we know, like, I listen to the Dallas, media talks. They trying to come back, and I'm like, no, dude, you need another 3 weeks out.
I went to the
let it go 8 weeks.
Come back.
Now, this is what I would say.
We need you.
This is what I would say to help your argument. And this is just out the box. Y'all play Washington this week.
Yes.
at home, who y'all should beat with Cooper Rush. They should beat Washington with me playing quarterback. They should beat Washington with Al playing quarterback. They should beat Washington with Tanya playing quarterback. They should beat Washington with Lois Lane playing quarterback. So if y'all can't beat Washington,
Something's
there it
wrong.
is.
I know.
then we
something's
know
wrong.
that it's the problem. Let y'all go in there and lose at home to Washington with Cooper Rush and see how fast they talk about Dak coming back.
Right.
Yeah,
And
no,
Troy,
you're right.
that
No,
is
you're right.
my
No, you're right.
whole
Now,
that is my whole right there.
No, you're
Now.
right.
Can Cooper Rush, even though we know Washington is horrible, but they managed to still play a decent game. And I know we got some banged up players. Can they come in and play? And that's what I want to see. Like, I want to see Troy consistently continue to play. I know what Jerry Jones do and say. He loves drama. He loves controversy.
Mhm.
That's what his
That's why
life
I said
lives
that.
off of.
Absolutely.
So
That's
I'm
why I said
hoping
that.
that he go in there and play and do win.
This is the Cowboys' window right here.
Right.
This is their window. He don't want to gamble with Cooper Rush.
But
Bring
hold
your
on.
goddamn $100 million quarterback back in when he's ready. That's all I'm saying.
telling
Don't
you,
play. We don't. Jerry
They're
ain't got
gonna
time
do
for that now. This is y'all window to win. If y'all gonna win, it's
They're
gonna
gonna-
be now.
Jerry's going to do it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I hope
Jerry's
he's
going
like,
to do
listen,
it.
I want to see Cooper Rush stay in because nobody really has anything on him. I think that's why he's winning. He's not a great player. He manages the ball in
The offense
time
looks a
and he
lot
manages
better.
his player. He do a lot of drop off handoffs and a lot of, he really utilizes his receivers. And really, it ain't even them. It's the defense. The Cowboys defense is just straight out blitz.
Yeah.
That Cowboys defense is lit. They stopped the Giants and they sure shut down the Bengals offense. They shut down Joe Burrow, shut him down. So really, I give it great Cooper Rush for handling the ball and keeping it safe. I'm not having any turnovers, but that Cowboy defense, they on a whole new level. Right. And it's just like, whoa, y'all out here really grinding.
But I feel the defense knows they have to carry the game.
Yep.
That's why the spread is only 3 points.
Cooper Rush is doing what he's supposed to do as a backup. He's managing the game well, not making mistakes.
Right.
So the spread. That's why the spread is 3 because they don't trust Cooper Rush.
You said it's 3.
That's why
it should be 24.
Is that 3? Is that
the
3?
The spread is 3. That tells you they don't trust Cooper Rush even against Washington.
It needs to be 24, really.
No, because it's not going to beat that. It's not going to be
No, not with Rush. If that would have been in, the spread, the point spread would have been higher.
I would say probably.
It'd be higher with Washington.
Yeah, it'd be higher.
Washington is terrible.
Yeah,
they terrible. I didn't see no play. They like the bad news Bears. They terrible.
Well, that's because everybody wants to believe in Carson Wentz for some reason. I have no clue why.
And I've been trying to figure that out why for the last 3 ever since he won that fluke champion with the Eagles.
He didn't even win it. He didn't win it. Nick Foles won that game.
Foles won it.
Nick Foles won the game. He didn't win it.
He did not win that.
He did not win that.
He went from Philly. He was terrible in Philly. He went to Indianapolis. He was terrible in Indianapolis.
He stuck up
He went to Washington, and he's terrible in Washington.
Let me say this.
Okay.
Let me say this. We need to
bring it on in. We're gonna bring it on into the church choir
for that damn Super Bowl. We don't know if they still win it if he starts.
Right?
So
no, he won't. I would say they wouldn't win.
Let's stop with that. I can't stand that. Okay, yeah, they were 12-3.
Okay, we're gonna take it down. We're gonna take it down. I was just saying for the Eagles fans, they think.
Let's keep it real.
No, you should never said that.
Oh, okay.
What the outcome would have been.
I know. But I'm just saying, there's some Carson Wentz fans out there that love this man.
Who cares?
There's Carson Wentz fans out there.
Just
man, y'all really hold on to some shit.
Since when?
There's Carson. He's still playing. He's still getting picked up. He's still playing.
Yeah,
that's because people still have hope. But let's keep it real. Carson Wentz is one of those quarterbacks, and he showed it the last couple years in Philly. If there's any type of competition,
he can't
gets
play.
in his
Oh,
feelings.
he clams up. He clams
Yeah,
up.
he be in his feelings.
He don't embrace the shit and just go out there and do what he got to do. But you not all that. I mean, let's just keep it all the way real. He's not that guy that everybody tried to make him out to be. Like I said, everybody dogged Cleveland when they passed on him. And I always said, you know what? The Browns know something about him, or they see something that everybody else either didn't want to see or they just didn't see. You know, so
that took a whole nother turn.
Let's stop crediting him for that Super Bowl
you
win,
did it.
because he had nothing to do with that. He got hurt without the rest of the year.
Y'all took a whole turn with that.
Hey, you did it.
It's not a lot.
I got jumped on, Summer Dog. I got jumped on. I said Carson Wentz.
It's not.
I just saw that. I just saw it.
For real. There's not a lot of quarterbacks who can just go from within 3 to 4 years, 3 damn different teams,
right,
and still have a starting job.
Right.
It's only certain quarterbacks who can do that. Now, that was Russell Wilson going from 3 damn different teams in 3 or 4 different years. He'd probably be the backup quarterback right now.
Yeah.
For some reason, people believe in Carson Wentz. I have no clue why.
Exactly.
He is garbage.
And
I don't even know who Washington's backup is, but that's who they need to have in the game right now.
Cooper Rush the second. Cooper Rush the second.
You said Cooper Rush the second?
I don't know who their backup is. I don't know who their backup is.
Javier Jones. Their backup,
they just have no confidence in their backup if he's still starting.
Oh no! Is it Chase?
They was mad at Cooper Rush because he didn't go do the post. So he forgot to do the post. He went back to the locker room and started kicking it. They got on TikTok and he forgot all about the post conference.
I would have done the same thing. Peace. I don't need to talk to y'all.
They was on TikTok going ham. They was like, and you could see the gatekeeper coming in like, you forgot to do the post conference, sir.
Okay. I got some breaking news.
Breaking news.
I see why Carson Wentz is still playing. His backup quarterback is Taylor Heineke.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Oh, the one who played last year.
Who is that?
Old Michigan.
Old Michigan quarterback.
Oh, there you go.
Did he play last year?
No, he ain't playing.
Nah, he ain't play. He ain't start.
He ain't starting nothing.
Listen, they are.
So now I guess they don't have a choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Troy, we over here hooping and hollering, talking about how bad Carson Wentz is. The Washington Commanders they know what the hell they doing. They're not trying to win no games.
Yeah, they trying to get Stroud.
Oh yeah. Or somebody else. Or somebody else.
Or Bryce.
They need somebody to jumpstart that.
Right.
Jumpstart that situation down there. But like I said, it'll feel dirty because if they get that first pick, even if they don't get CJ Stroud, they're going to get some team. They're going to give them their first, their second round.
Y'all really think CJ Stroud going to leave?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's leaving. He's leaving.
He's doing what Cardale Jones
right now.
He's leaving.
That dude has a guarantee.
Let Ohio State get into the playoff and win it. Oh yeah, he gone.
Even if they don't make it to the playoff,
if he don't, he gone.
Right. No, I agree. But if they do,
that dude has a guaranteed purse of $30 million. Yes, he's leaving.
He rich already.
He's rich already, but he's got a guaranteed. He's got a guaranteed purse of at least $30 million. Guaranteed. His signing bonus is going to be $30 to $40 million. Yes, he's leaving.
It would shock me if he stayed.
There will be no shock.
There won't be no shock. There won't be no shock.
There's going to be no shock because you ain't got to worry about that. He's leaving.
He gone.
He's out.
I'm sure his coach is going to be like, "Hey man, get the hell out of here."
He's doing what Cardale
Even though
Jones
he's gonna have a tear in his left eye.
When Cardale Jones won that, you talked about Cardale a few segments ago.
Yeah.
When Cardale Jones was on the winning side of the national championship game. Was that 2014? What was that?
Yep. Yep, 2014.
He should have got the.
Oh
out
yeah,
of
he
there.
should have bounced.
Yeah,
He should have
because
bounced.
they said
Bleeding to
he
the
was gonna
screen.
they said
I'm
he was going to
bleeding
be
to the screen.
a late first rounder. Like I
Should've
remember
left.
there were analysts saying that Pittsburgh might pick him up. Then
He blew it. He blew it. He blew it.
Urban
Listen
Meyer
to
got
Urban
his
Meyer.
ear. Urban
Yeah.
Meyer got his ear and played him.
Playing.
And said that
Yeah.
you're going to be the starting quarterback, and then he wasn't.
Then he wasn't. Right.
Terrible.
right,
And then he got hurt.
Yeah, and he did get hurt too.
Then he
He
got
got
hurt.
played. He got played, and I would have
Yeah.
never. I don't know who was advising him. I'd have been the hell up out of there. You got to strike while the iron is hot.
Right.
Yeah.
I just brought it up when we just
Absolutely.
talking about C.J. Stroud. All right, go ahead, Tanisha. What's the next thing?
Okay, so some questions as far as the NFL, the NFC East. Who's the biggest threat to the Eagles right now?
The Bills.
No,
Yeah.
NFC.
Bills.
Boy, you in the wrong division, bro.
Wrong division.
You said the NFC
I
East.
know. I said that on purpose.
Okay. You
It's the Cowboys.
Got
It's the
it.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
It's still
It
the
ain't the
Cowboys.
Okay,
Cowboys.
Troy. Okay.
It
Hey.
is not the Cowboys.
Do you think the Cowboys can win the division?
Yes.
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 I'm gonna be real. I'm not. Listen. I'm neutral. I like the Cowboys. I mean, you can't help it when you was a kid growing up. Back in my day, it was always the Cowboys and 49ers on every goddamn Sunday.
Yeah.
True.
You might see your local team, but outside the local team, you saw the Cowboys, 49ers, and maybe the Steelers. Every now and then. That's how I roll. So, I think I said that just because I'm not a fan, but everybody kind of, got Cowboys just a drama. But anyway, no, think about it. They have a team.
Right.
They do.
I love what the Eagles are doing. I love that the Eagles actually were patient and invested in Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I do love that he is thriving.
The Eagles are the favorite, no doubt.
They are the favorite, but I do believe as far as for Dallas, how they manage bringing Dak back can determine whether they can win the division.
Hey,
If
Troy.
When's
the Cowboys bye week?
And what'd you say?
With the Cowboys bye
Somebody had a Cowboys schedule up.
Hold on.
Anybody had
I'm going to pull it up right now. I already have it up. It's on lockdown. Our bye week is.
No, the reason why I asked because that would be the best time to bring him back after the bye week.
Their bye week is at the end of October.
It's the end of October.
Hey, what's their next? What's their next 4 games?
Until the 13th of November.
Okay, what are the games before that? Before the bye week?
Let's see. Okay, so they got Washington this Sunday.
It's the Rams.
Rams next Sunday. Then they got the Eagles.
Ooh.
It's the Rams, Eagles, Detroit, and they before the bye week is the Bears.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all good. Y'all
They'll
should
beat the
split
Bears.
2 and 2.
Oh, that's straight.
2 and 2. They'll split 2 and 2 on that, from what I've seen. At least 2 and 2 because I think the Rams gonna get y'all. I mean, Cooper Rush, I like him, but the Rams is a different beast. And I think without Dak Prescott, the Eagles, that's gonna be a tough one for y'all.
Yeah, that's the game I want to go to. That Cowboys it's in Philly.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's in Philly.
It's in Philly.
Oh,
and then they play.
Oh man, they're gonna be throwing batteries.
Yeah, because they play the 2 games at home. Detroit they play Detroit and Chicago at home, and then they have the bye week, and then they got a bye week until the 13th.
Okay, so
where they go to Green Bay.
That would be the perfect time to bring them back. So I know they got Green Bay and all them right after that bye week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the Packers, the Vikings, the Giants.
Don't sleep on Green Bay.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah. That's why I said that need to stay out.
Don't sleep on Green Bay.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That need to stay out until
Everybody
November.
talking about the Eagles. Everybody Eagle. Don't talk about don't sleep on Green Bay. Shit, you can't sleep on Tampa Bay either.
No. Don't sleep on the Rams either.
Schedule. That rest of that schedule in November, December, that's a heavy loaded schedule. Because you got Green Bay, Minnesota, the Giants, you play Indianapolis, Houston, like they go through a lot of away games. Jackson. So Yeah, that bottom half is front loaded. So we need backs back.
They also got the Rams in that division too. Don't sleep on them either. Y'all forget they won the Super Bowl. Don't forget on y'all can't just put the Eagles in there right now.
No. The Rams are the team to beat. The Rams are the team to beat.
Right now, yeah.
Right.
Okay, should the Steelers make the switch to Kenny Pickett? Or
yes.
Yes.
Go ahead, Troy. You thinking too hard. Go ahead.
Because I don't care, really.
I know you don't.
I'll to be honest with you. Sure. Put him in. What y'all drafted for? Y'all drafted for a reason.
Yeah.
Trubisky ain't been terrible, but he just been Trubisky.
Yeah.
What you expect?
Yeah.
My bad,
y'all got to pick it. If they lose this game,
no, you good.
I say put him in. See what he going. Y'all ain't going nowhere.
No, man, they're not gonna put Kenny Pickett in now. Tomlin has never been that type of coach. He is loyal to a point.
Yeah, we know that.
Now this week is gonna be a big game, and I got this.
Who they play?
Who Pittsburgh playing?
Hold on. Oh, they play the Jets.
They play the Jets.
Don't sleep on the Jets. It's not an easy win. That's not an easy win.
I want to say.
Spread is 3.5.
Oh, yeah.
I took Pittsburgh because they're at home. That's a must win, man. Pittsburgh.
Yes, it is.
No, yeah, it is. For them, yes.
Yeah, for them, yeah.
So
it's hard to go in that stadium and win.
It's hard to go in that stadium and win, man. But
the
Jets are starting Zach Wilson.
Zach is back.
Now that could be.
Zach had a good off season, didn't he?
He sure did.
Talk about that. What all Zach was doing in the off season?
He sure did.
Hey, Big Al, he was bodying his mom's friends.
Yeah.
He was doing all kind of tiggity.
He's doing everything
on the side. He had his mom's friends all in his deal.
Yeah,
right.
He had a good old off season.
Hold on, and then I got hurt. So
he was putting him on a mantle.
Right.
Zach Wilson was putting him on a mantle more off season. It was not football related.
That's what I'm saying.
He got that new money, Troy. He got that new money, and he went
in New York. He was pulling out all the bodies. He thought he was Joe Namath.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's Joe.
He was Broadway Joe, wasn't
he? All he needs is that fur.
All he needed was the fur.
And the little baby powder, because he was getting them. I said, is he back in the news again? When you start embodying somebody's mama.
You bodying mom's friends.
He bodying moms.
What's his body count?
About his mom's friends. Mom always got that one friend.
Yeah, always got that one.
Always got that one friend.
They be like, you done grown up a little bit too much, ain't you?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Be like, he making that money now. Come here, boy.
Like, come here, sugar. And you already know they been all over the social media, like the sugar mamas.
Hey, Troy. Hey, Troy, it ain't $40 no more.
Nope. He was taking down mommy's buddy.
Right.
Right.
Hey, how many bodies?
He's got some bodies on his
body,
man.
Boy.
He had a body count. I said, you taking your friends' moms. Like, dude, you're supposed to be like, when did you even have time? You're supposed to be in camp. You was camping all right.
That's why he missed camp.
That's why he missed camp.
That's why he missed camp. He said, hey, coach, I ain't feeling too well. Click.
Well, who's the oldest in that situation there, huh?
Say that again.
Who's the oldest in that situation? Her mom's friends.
It don't matter. I hate to say it like that.
Who's the oldest, Cyber Dog?
It don't matter.
Them old broads knew what they were doing.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it don't matter.
They said, come on here, sugar. I'm going to cook you some food. I'll get you a hot plate, and it's going to be on.
He had a girlfriend and a wife on the side.
Right.
Oh, well. but
Go ahead.
It's sad to
Go
say.
ahead, Lois Lane.
Bottom line is,
Go ahead, Lois.
we
didn't got off track. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all heard, but a couple weeks ago, from in Cleveland, there was a fan who threw a bottle or something at the owner, Jimmy Haslam.
Right.
He was escorted. He was escorted from the stadium, and I think he was even banned from the stadium.
It hit him.
Right.
That bottle hit him.
You throw the bottle at the guy who owned the team? Yeah, you banned.
Hold up, I got a question. Was it in the face?
Did they say why he threw the bottle?
Right.
Hold on, I'm pulling up.
Okay.
He was actually arrested.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm sure.
Hey, is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
Because first of all, they didn't even know who even hit him. They had to use surveillance to go find him. They didn't know who hit him at first. Like, so you imagine you on the field, you get hit upside the head with a daggone bottle.
So the guy's name is Jeffrey Miller, 51. He was arrested. Okay, so this was after the Jets loss.
All right.
He was arrested on complaints of assault, failure to comply with the lawful order, and disorderly conduct.
Yeah, because he went to running. They found him, he went to running. They was trying to hard to. If you go out there, I'm telling you, go to TikTok and Twitter. They got this fool out there, exist in arrest. You 51 years old throwing bottles on the field, and you exist in arrest because you drunk. That's why they intoxicated. You can get 8 brews in the stadium. Think about it. You can buy 8 brews before third quarter. So if you already drunk before you get in, and you're able to buy 8 brews. 2, you can buy 2 at a time. You highly intoxicated by third quarter.
Well, I was just like they gave the bottles back to the fools.
It said they're planning to ban him from returning to the stadium.
Oh no.
Yeah, they said it was first reported that the fan would be banned. Captured video of Haslam. So the owner, Jimmy Haslam, he was walking into the Browns tunnel just as Garrett Wilson scored the winning touchdown. After the bottle hit Haslam, he looked up to try to find the fan who threw it. It said police identified him as the suspect using stadium video surveillance, and they found him before he could leave the stadium.
Yeah.
They said he didn't stop when police ordered him to. After detaining him near the exit gate, police took Miller to the stadium police room.
Did they jump him?
They said
he jumped him.
Intoxicated, and then he was taken to the county jail.
I'm still on the fact that, can you imagine you on the field and you get hit across your head like out of nowhere by a bottle? Like it's gonna be like ping,
ting ting.
Right.
Like ting ting.
It was followed a long damn way. Thank God they gave the fools plastic bottles.
Right.
I just can't believe they gave them bottles again.
This is a statement they gave. They said fan, player, and staff safety is the top priority in our building, and behavior that puts others in danger will not be tolerated.
We might worry about no toleration of that. They was toe up.
Luckily, no one was harmed in this incident, and as a standard practice, we've cooperated with law enforcement authorities, and security video footage of the object thrown is in the appropriate hands. We will
that whole conversation that you having, Tanisha, let that been somebody black and threw a plastic bottle across the field. We would have got tackled, ramsacked.
That would have been a felony.
A felony.
Yeah.
A felony.
Do you feel the punishment is too harsh or just right?
It's just right. He hit the damn owner with a bottle.
Yeah.
But you know, some liquid up fans there.
And that's
what was so
But why is the owner on the freaking field? And that's why we say about these owners.
Yeah, stay off the field.
Back in the old days, you didn't see owners on the field. They stayed in the press box or up in the press room. Not Jerry. Oh, you already know. Jerry would be
goddamn players.
Well,
Jerry will be amongst the players. He'd be like how we used to be at the Columbus Fire. Get off the line. Get off the line. Jerry Jones be standing up there on the line. Like, dude.
I just think if he was down there because we was about to break that streak of losing home games. We haven't won the first home game since 1993.
Woo!
We was up with a minute and 55 seconds left in the game. He came down there to be on the scene with the TV. The fools turned around, lost the game. That poor fan suffered PTSD that day. And they're not gonna mention it.
Oh my God.
They ain't gonna mention it. That man had his happy drink. That was a winning drink. He held that since the third quarter in his hand. And he was gonna wait till that second just to say, damn, we beat that streak and turn up, right? So when shit got bad,
he said he got wrong.
He still had that drink in his hand because he couldn't drink it.
He gonna chuck it.
He looked down on the field and said, wait a minute, that's goddamn Jimmy Haslam, you mother.
That's when that PTSD kicked in when he threw it.
Right there, dog. Right there. When he threw that, he couldn't take it, dog. Poor Jimmy just happened to be walking to get the fuck off. You know, he's trying to hurry up and get the hell off the damn field. You gotta get a drunk credit.
He had good aim.
Right. Great aim.
Right.
Great
Who the hell was that Arrow? What was he? A sniper in a former life?
Hey, he probably was a former football player.
Probably.
That might have been Brian Sipe up there throwing that motherfucker. You don't know, though. You know.
When I heard that, I was like,
could have been
you hit the owner? That's why I kept saying, you hit the owner, not the coach, not a player. You hit the owner in the head with a barber.
But you hit the owner.
I said, man, we would have been under the jail still. We wouldn't have had no job.
Okay.
I know if I owned the team and I got busted with a bottle, I'm pulling out all stops to make sure you don't come back in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm the owner, are you gonna hit me with a bottle?
And your picture's up everywhere. Your picture is up everywhere throughout the stadium.
Absolutely.
Hey, I got three games that I'm really paying attention to.
Okay. For the NFL or college?
NFL.
Okay.
That I might have some action on. Buffalo is at Baltimore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna be a game.
Yeah. Hard hitting.
Spread is 3.5 for Buffalo.
It might cover.
In Baltimore,
you never know. You never know.
Because Baltimore, they do their best work at home. Woo.
They do.
Hardball don't be no joke.
My bad. The spread is 3.
Just 3?
Spread is 3.
Who's it on, Buffalo or Baltimore?
Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
It might cover.
They got Baltimore as the underdog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But that's where Lamar plays best.
They might cover.
But that's where Lamar plays best. Lamar plays best when he the underdog.
Yeah.
When he ain't got no. Because if you really think about it, all this week, I didn't even know that game was even being played because they ain't said nothing about it.
Yeah, that's why I said that's 3 games. That's the first one. The second one is Kansas City at Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that was definitely televised.
That's the Sunday night game.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a dark. Yeah, I'm gonna love that game.
It's a pick'em game. No spread.
What's the next one, Troy?
Jacksonville at Philly.
Yeah, I was wondering about that one too.
And that's a 1 o'clock game.
It's a 6.5 spread for Philly. That's kind of high.
That's high.
That is kind of high because Jacksonville's defense. Don't sleep on their defense.
That's what I'm saying, Troy. I have to say, that Jacksonville defense. To me, this whole year of NFL has been a battle of the defenses. It's really been playing, not the offense. And we know, for me, defenses win games, and the defenses for these teams have been playing.
Those are
like keeping them in the game. Games that you thought would be blowouts have not been blowouts, been lost because of that defense.
What games y'all looking at, though?
Shoot, my game I'm looking at, I want to see that New York Jets in Pittsburgh. I want to see that New York Jets. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that New York Jets. And I even said, I kind of was on that my own team, but the Buffalo and Baltimore, because I started looking at it. I was like, oh, but they ain't even said anything about them all week. So now that you brought that up, that'll probably be a game I'm going to have to tune in at tomorrow at 1.
New England's quarterback must not be playing this weekend because they got a spread of 9.5 at Green Bay.
Mac Jones isn't.
He out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mac Jones
That's
is
why the
out.
spread is like 9.5. I'm like,
Listen,
damn. He
Mac
must not be
Jones is out.
Belichick, there is somber in that paradise up there in the Patriots. Belichick is on the hot seat. The hot seat.
Monday night football is a good
I
game
got
too.
one.
Monday night football is the Rams at 49ers.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's gonna be a good one.
Garoppolo, you don't know what you're gonna get with him. That's
Come on,
inconsistent.
Cyberdog. It's action time. What we got? Let's go.
Who you got?
Come on. Come
Well-
on, Cyberdog. Let's start with Cyberdog. Come on. What action we got this weekend, bruh?
Well, I was thinking Cleveland, Atlanta.
I don't want
tough
that
one.
game.
Okay.
That's come on, bro.
All right, let's do that one you just said.
Who? 49ers?
Jackson. Okay, well, let's do that one.
What
I
about
will
that
take the
Buffalo?
Rams.
Buffalo?
I'll
What
take
about
the
that
Rams.
Buffalo at Baltimore?
I'll take Baltimore.
You take Baltimore?
You take Baltimore?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore.
Bills for me.
This is why I'm saying I like Buffalo. They playing hard, but
They banged up in the secondary, bro.
Baltimore, man.
I'll take Buffalo too. I mean Baltimore.
Because Baltimore playing at home.
So we can't.
That's
we can't
a different
take that game.
stadium when they play
I
at
got
home.
Baltimore too, and I
And
think
they
they're gonna cover that
love-
spread.
And them fans become the X factor, and they love that cold weather. And they are the X factors for that team.
Who the Browns play? They play in Atlanta. They play in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
what
play
happened.
in
Are you
Atlanta.
serious?
That's
Yeah,
a
they
1 o'clock.
play in
That's a 1
Atlanta.
o'clock game.
That's a tough one, man.
That ain't no tough game.
Vikings,
Detroit.
Saints, and
Detroit.
London.
Detroit.
Yeah.
They're playing in Atlanta. Atlanta is not that bad of a team.
Cleveland Browns got the spread by 1.
Oh
See,
wow.
it's a tight one. Hey, here, this is the one I need your help with. Here's the big one. Denver Broncos traveling to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. I took the Raiders.
I got
to
the
get their
Raiders.
first win.
I got the Raiders.
Isn't Hubert? Isn't he still like kind of hurt from that rib shot he took a couple?
That's
No,
the
no,
Chargers
no.
quarterback.
This the Chargers.
That's the Chargers quarterback.
That's Chargers.
Talking about the Raiders. Denver and the Raiders.
Raiders.
Oh, you
I'm
said
go back.
Denver.
I'm going to that game next. I'm going to that game next.
You going to the Raiders? Y'all picking the Raiders?
I'm taking
I
the
got
got the
Broncos
Raiders
on
at
that
home.
one. Broncos. I got Broncos on that one.
I got the Broncos.
What you got, Al? Who you say?
Broncos.
I got the
I got the
Broncos.
Raiders.
Yeah, I got the Broncos.
Oh, shit,
The Raiders, they ain't.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right.
I'll tell y'all right now, the
Who
Raiders
got
lost some
action?
close ones.
Who? I got the Raiders. Who got Denver?
I got the
Yeah.
Raiders.
We got
too.
action.
Uh-oh.
Who putting it up?
Put up $1. Play
Let me get my paper out here. Let me get my
Lois Lane?
paper ready.
Lois Lane, you back in the sweepstakes?
Hey,
He said
Lois Lane,
Lois
like
Lane.
Lois Lane, like I ain't fucking with you.
Hey Troy, hey Troy, why do you think about that one? I'm gonna run down these next ones, okay?
Go ahead.
New England at Green Bay. I took Green Bay.
Green Bay.
I got Green Bay. I don't think they're gonna cover that spread though.
Okay.
Spread
Hold
over.
Hold on. We gotta get back. So you said the Raiders and
Broncos.
the Broncos. Okay, so who got the Broncos?
Me.
Okay,
I got the Raiders.
okay,
Broncos.
okay. And Cyberdog and Troy, y'all got the Raiders?
Yeah, we taking the Raiders to get
I
that
got the
first
Raiders.
win. That first
Okay.
win in Vegas.
All right.
Russell's still adjusted to this team. He's still in a fog right now. They just won a game 11-10. They ain't even scored a touchdown last game.
Hey, win is the window.
The win is a win. You're right.
That coach needs to adjust to his quarterback, not the other way around.
You're right. No, you're right on that one.
That coach is in over his head.
Yeah,
Yes, he is. especially with Russell Wilson, because he's gonna take over.
Let that leash off of that man and let him play.
Yes.
That first week, man. That first week is really still haunting that guy, that poor fellow.
That fourth down. That was his game.
That fourth down. Yeah.
And they put the word out on him now. They not everybody's questioning his coaching skills, questioning his respect for Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Is he on a power trip? Is he one of them coaches? I got to show you that I'm running this team. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the heat on him, and I think that shows how the NFL. That's just the NFL. It'll make you or break you. So
what's the next game, Cyberdog?
Next one I have is Kansas City, Tampa Bay. Now, did we talk about that one? I took Tampa Bay.
No, we ain't talking about
Kansas City. I got Kansas.
Okay, we go on that one. We do that.
Tampa.
We got action on that game.
Yeah, we got
doing action on that game, Cyberdog.
Yeah. I take Tampa Bay.
I got Kansas City. I ain't taking this. We ain't doing it. We straight up. No points.
No, straight up. I even know I didn't need the points last week, but thank you.
You didn't need the points last week. Hey, man, let's just get back to that right quick. Hey, Indianapolis.
Look no, that pissed me off.
Hey, bro.
You said what game?
Kansas City missed a field goal. Then they went for like a fourth. They did a fake punt when they was in when they could have kicked the damn field goal on 4th and like 3 and bungled it. They should have been up by like 20 damn points.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at that. I said, "Oh, this is over." Man, them fools like fucking old ass Ryan. What's his name? Ryan. Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
He wasn't doing nothing the whole damn game.
Matty Ice, baby.
Matty
out of here, man. Good win for you, Cyberdog. Good pick. Good win for you. I'm gonna take Kansas. I'm gonna go back to my Kansas City.
Okay.
Against Tampa Bay, we got 20 on it.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
Let me just say this. Let me say this. If it's a win like that infuses and charges a team. Remember that win. That's why I think I took the Colts again this fucking week. How about that?
What, against the Titans?
Against the Titans.
There's no spread on that game anyway. It's a pick'em game. So I pick that's a good bet. I got Kansas City, you got Tampa, you got the home team, $20. Let's do it.
Okay, we got it. I already got it down. And so what's gonna be I got it down.
You say you want some more Indianapolis, Tennessee?
I ain't messing with you.
He said I ain't messing with that one.
Okay.
Hey, no.
I took Dallas over Washington. Dallas continues to roll, continues to win.
I got Dallas over Washington.
Yeah, Dallas.
Everybody better have Dallas over Washington.
The one I was scared about, I think Al mentioned it. We all talked about it. Tanisha talked about it. I did take Philly over Jacksonville.
That's not bad.
I'm still worried about that one.
That ain't bad.
Jacksonville ain't bad. Jacksonville ain't bad.
All they gotta do is just control the tempo and control the ball. They'll be fine.
I'm gonna go on the limb. I'll go for the Jaguars for the upset.
I'm glad.
I'm going with Jacksonville for the upset.
Thank you. You going with Jacksonville for the upset? Hey.
Yeah,
we got Al. You want action on that?
Huh?
You want action on that?
Let's go, Troy. I got that.
Hey,
so what you going for Philly, Troy?
Hey, Dorian Bush.
I'm taking Philly
this week.
I'm taking Philly.
You taking Philly?
Take that action.
He said he want that action though.
I got that action if you want it.
Go Al Glaze and get that action.
Come on, Al.
Get the points, Al.
Hell no, we ain't doing the points.
So you gotta give them points on that player.
How much on the dub?
$20.
All right.
All right, bet.
Got it.
You got Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Straight up. Okay.
Straight up.
Okay, so I got you with Kansas City and Tampa, Cyberdog, and I got you with Philly and Jacksonville. Got you.
All right. All right, we got it. We got it.
Hey, now, Diva. Earlier, I know you didn't want to talk about it, Harley, and you wrong for that. And I want to just say you wrong for that. But Thursday night, the Cincinnati Bengals did beat the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, she called it.
I told you I called it.
Okay, my bad. You called it.
I called it. I told Bob. Listen, them three that Bob keep talking about, the three of what they call the little young bucks. Them the same three that got shut down in the Super Bowl. They don't know how to finish the fourth quarter. That's the problem with them. That three, I can't think it's Hassans and I'm talking about the three, the young guys. They were putting them.
DeMar Chase, Boyd,
yeah, Chase.
Talking about Chase Higgins and Boyd.
Yeah, Chase Higgins, that three. They're not finishers.
Okay, I feel you.
That's how the Cowboys were able to win. The Bengals could have won that game because they had them. They came back and we were tied up, but they could not finish. Plus, our kicker, I don't know where that kicker come from, but he been kicking that lights out, hell out of that ball, 50 yards to win. And I think, again, the Cowboys defense is keeping them in the games. They've been like Thursday, they was tackling that offense like it was the Super Bowl. Like they was running for their guns. And when we won, I told Bob, I was like, I don't care. Like, dude, you gotta care. Like, that's letting you see there is something going on in the freaking Bengals camp. I don't know what it is right now, because even with Joe Burrow, he don't got the same fire that he had last year. So I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is going on with the Bengals. What's going on with the Bengals is they got to remember that they the Bengals. They got lucky last year, got to the dead.
They gonna remember that. They gonna remember that.
That's right.
They came off a little bit cocky.
Because what most people forget.
They worse now. It's worse now.
Last year
they didn't expect it.
Last year, all Cleveland had to do was win one of their last two games. Cincinnati backslided their way into the playoffs because Cleveland couldn't win one of their last two games last year.
And remember, the Bengals.
I'm glad they got in.
The Bengals quarterback, he just had surgery, so he might be a little bit slouchy. His offensive line they ain't fixed that. So
they spent the money and they look worse.
They look worse than they did last year.
Right.
They look like the Bengals. Now, Joe Burrow and them, they squeak them through some games for sure, but it ain't gonna be no walk in the park. And I think they got a little bit cocky. Honestly, I think they got a little bit cocky. That's just
they
me.
started feeling themselves,
and they can't. They gotta remember. They are not the hunters anymore. They're the hunters.
They're the hunted. Yep.
Yeah, and you know what, Troy? They said that on Thursday. The media rep said. They said they ain't hunting no more. They being hunted. They ain't the hunters no more. They being hunted because Cowboys didn't have nothing to lose at all on Thursday night. And they played just like that. Defense played with a heart. Even Ezekiel Elliott, whoever had him on their fantasy team, they got some mad because Ezekiel was about that work.
No, he pissed me off. He was on the bench and I was
pissed. He played.
Hey, Lois Lane.
Yes.
I got something for you.
Okay.
Are you about that cover life for your Buckeyes today? 39 points.
Ooh.
Are you about that? Now you left money on the table last week.
I know. Trust me.
Are you about that cover life?
Take it. Look,
I'm taking that cover. Let's go, Troy. I'll take that because we about that life.
I'll take that this week.
Oh yeah, we gonna run that score up. We gonna run it up on no Rutgers. We gonna run it up.
Hold on. Not only is it Rutgers and we're at home, but it's also homecoming.
It's homecoming. Right. It's gonna be 75 points, 75-12. Some foolishness like that.
What about Michigan at Iowa?
Oh, that's gonna be a close game.
That's gonna be a close game. I can see Iowa in an upset.
Hold on. What's the spread on that one?
10.5.
Well,
that's too high. That's too high.
Michigan driving on them right now.
What'd you say?
Michigan is driving on them right now.
Iowa got really good defense, but their offense is it is repugnant.
Cyber is on Fox.
You said repugnant.
Like with the Big Ten, like that's the thing with teams like Iowa and Wisconsin. They got good defenses, but they don't have no offense to balance them out.
Right.
All Michigan can cover that spread. All they got to do is not make any mistakes.
But I think Iowa can do it. I think Iowa can get an upset by 3.
I think Iowa can beat them if they don't.
Yeah,
if
I
they
think Iowa can beat them too.
make mistakes.
What'd you say?
Are you hoping Iowa upset Michigan?
Yeah, that's what you want.
Heck yeah. But I think also they can, because they still down there fooling around with them 2 quarterbacks. They keep flip-flopping these QBs and that gets in your head. Because even though you might, he's the McKinsey is the quarterback.
Last couple games, girl, get out my camera and put my blanket down.
She
Get the hell out of my camera.
We got family action.
Right. She video bombed you right now.
Listen, she was up there with her full camera on her head. She had her full blanket on her head.
Sure, she want to be a part of the show.
Right.
Look, this is business. They got to understand that.
and Lois blames about that business.
What kind of pass was that? You bum?
Shoot, I'm trying to get them. Like, they told me they want to start accessory lines for girls their age, so we working on that.
Oh, okay.
But you said, but take that cover off your head and get out my screen.
So Tanya, hopefully we have it up and running. Maybe we can be the official accessory.
Let's go.
For the fashion show next year.
Do it.
Let's go.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I talked to them about finances, generational wealth, and everything. Something my parents can talk to me about.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the one thing I am definitely doing different.
Because it was never talked about.
It was never.
So, the question I have for you all that's been floating around social media: what song? And LeBron James started. What song can you sing at least 16 bars? What song that you can sing the lyrics to?
Ooh, there's too many of them.
Yeah, I mean, which one? I mean,
like what song? Like, what's one of your favorite songs that you could sing the lyrics to the song and bust some lyrics?
TLC Waterfalls, the rap.
Okay, bust the lyrics.
Oh, I knew she was going. That's why I try to avoid it. Nope. Not on duty.
I got one. Okay, hold on. All right. I've seen a rainbow yesterday.
Al said not on duty.
Not one God given ray. Is it because my life is 10 shades of gray? I pray all 10 fade away. Seldom praise him for the sunny days. And like my promise is true, only my faith can undo.
Look at hubby back there getting it in.
Clear blue and unconditional skies have brought the tears to my eyes. No more lonely cries. My only bleeding hope is for the folk who can't cope with such an enduring pain that it keeps them in the pouring rain. And who's to blame for tooting cane into your own vein? Unashamed.
Let's go. All right, Troy, Cyber Ali Al. Don't let him play.
I'm on mute.
Man, I don't know if I can top that.
Any song? My husband's asking. Any song?
Yeah, any song.
Any song.
Put them on in here. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Comedian Tennessee.
Have a D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, repping tap, Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock to my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stocks. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat that matched. Remember rap and do the hard. You never.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
You got to be kind of long too. Leave him alone. If you ain't trying to be a part of it, then let me cut my boys off. Okay, Troy, Cyber, what y'all gonna do?
Y'all got me. I can do about 4 or 5 sentences to One Love and stop right there.
That's what I do. One love. That used to be my crank. But what was your favorite song that you could still tell us? Like, what would be your favorite song that you could be in your car, in your shower, and you could sing all the lyrics to that song?
Yeah, she knows.
Doodle Brown.
I
want to stop. Doodle Brown.
Doodle Brown.
Right, yeah, true. You pop the dance, Doodle Brown.
That was the Coconut Beach Club. Okay, Cyberdog, what's your song?
I was trying to think.
Dang. What is her name? Keisha, come here.
Mine was PYT, Michael Jackson, Pretty Young Thing. I could sing though. I ain't gonna sing that, but I could sing all the lyrics between that one and the Chic, the Chic, the Freak. Freak out. But I knew that song because we wasn't allowed to sing it when we was growing up. So me and my sister learned all the lyrics. So every time it came on the radio on the bus, Troy would be like, Tanya, stop singing that song. Like, be quiet. I'd be like, I would be waiting. I'd be laying for it to go on the radio on WBKO. And boy, we would light it up.
On TCC. So
it just came to me.
Okay, what's your song?
When I was young, my cousin was in college and they would bring back all these albums and shit. And I'd go through and play them. And I played this one. It was by Prince. Now, this is way, way back when he first started. I want to be your lover.
Hello.
That's how I used to like. I want to be your lover. Come on, clap your hands.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be your mother and sister too. That's all I know. But that's all I'm gonna sing right there. That's all I'm gonna sing right there.
That was the Prince back in the day.
Jam too.
It sure is.
Yeah,
you try to play it right quick. I don't know if y'all could hear it.
I love me some TLC. I used to literally sit there and listen to the album over and over.
Did you wear the outfits? Did you wear the outfit? Did you wear the outfits?
What'd you say?
Did you wear the outfits with the condom and?
No. My parents wasn't going for that.
When you think about them songs, like think about the songs now, and think about the songs back then.
There and actually listen to the song, certain songs over and over, and songs where I really like Left Eye's part, I would actually play it and do it over and over until I got it.
Yep. And that's what they were talking about. Like LeBron started, so he had they were getting ready for practice, and he had all the Lakers play, do like the little 16 bar of their favorite song and blah blah. And I was like, and so they just kind of like picked up, and it was all over Twitter. And I was like, I'm going to say that. Like, what is your favorite song? You think about the lyrics, and then another post came out was like, think about the lyrics back then, like the 80s, 90s, even 2000, and think about the lyrics now. Like you can't even say the lyrics, or when you hear the lyrics, you like, what is that?
Right now that set of lyrics from Left Eye. We all know about the incident with her and Andre Rison in his house.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And she had to go to she had to be in not therapy, but recovery.
Therapy.
But she even said it was like behind the music. She said she was on her way to one of her studio sessions with the other girls, and she said she was sitting there reflecting on her life, looking out the window as if it was a storm, and saw not a mirror, but a rainbow. And she said that's how she came up with the lyrics to that song.
Oh, you know what? Now back to Left Eye. If you remember the song that came out back in the day, called Freedom, they did the R&B version and the rap version. She did the rap version. She kind of mentioned Andre Rison, but she didn't say his name.
Gotcha.
I'm about to go back here. I ain't haven't heard of Freedom.
That came out when Black Panther came out back in '95.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And that was like when you think about Mary J. Blige. I don't care if you was a man or woman. That's another song, or like you said, Tribe Called Quest. So they started naming off all these different rappers that you could like you knew all the lyrics, like Houdini. What do you think would be another group lyrics that you could like? Play the CD.
Wu-Tang.
And you could do all you could sing all the lyrics to the songs.
NWA, Wu-Tang,
Tribe
Called Quest,
Ice Cube.
I got one for y'all. X-Clan.
X-Clan. Listen.
X-Clan.
I knew all the lyrics.
Public Enemy. Public Enemy.
Public Enema.
Public Enema. Them dudes.
Public Enema.
So kind of really quick as we go into so think about the movies. What's a movie that you could literally recite every line, word for word? So go around and talk about what would be, for me, it was Friday and the School Days.
I mean, that's so many, man.
There's so many.
I know, but think about you got to narrow what would be like one, if you was thinking about one that you could just recite all the lyrics, recite all the lines.
I wouldn't say not all the lines, but majority. I would say the 5 heartbeats.
Ooh.
Yes.
My
Your
office
heart
hours are from 9
is
to
a
5.
house of
As he comes running onto the stage.
Hold on, real quick, y'all. Hold on.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite line in the 5 heartbeats. My
What is
office
that?
hours are from
From
9
9 to
to
5.
5.
Oh no, I got one for you.
I got another one. I mean, I don't know all the lyrics, but I mean, I don't know all the words, but remember the Titans? When they were in the playoff game?
Yeah.
Oh, when they did the little chant when they was on the football field.
Hold on, no. When they realized the refs were cheating to try to make
on
them
them.
lose the
Yeah,
game.
I got her. Yeah.
And the defensive coordinator was like, "You better blitz all night. I don't want them to gain another yard.
Another yard.
You make them remember forever the night they played the Titans."
How about you, Troy? How about you, Cyber Dog?
Yeah.
Mine was I see my movie. I could record. I think Car Wash from back in the day.
Oh, the original Car Wash.
The original Car Wash.
And Dolomite.
Oh,
when I was in college.
Dolomite.
In college at Ohio State. We found all those movies, and that was some funny shit right there. So.
Especially the kung fu flick scenes.
Right. What about you, Troy?
Probably Goodfellas.
Classic. Classic.
Probably Goodfellas and Django.
Now Django, he said, "Damn." He said, "Who made these bags?" He said, "You're not gonna keep talking about my wife." And he tore the hole in the plastic bag. He said, "Who that nigga on that nair up there?"
You know, Pulp Fiction got. That's just lines after lines after lines.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Pulp Fiction.
Say what again? Say what again? What?
Also, like Coach Carter. When the one decided he wanted to quit basketball.
Yeah.
Coach Carter.
Coach Carter? Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
The mom went
think about like Coach.
And as they leaving, she fussing at her son.
Yeah.
Like, what you think your problem is? You sitting up here quitting basketball like you pay the rent. You better get on here.
Listen,
yeah.
And mine was anything Denzel Washington, like Training Day, all the lyrics. And my one funny one was all about the Benjamins. All about the Benjamins with that was when what's his name? When Mike Epps kind of first came out, he said the 24. 25. He said, ring around your mouth.
48.
Speaking of Mike Epps, one of his more serious roles in Jumping the Broom with Laz Alonso and Paul
Yeah.
When he got on Loretta Devine, when she was trying to break up, the couple, and he tells her, he's like, "You sitting up here praying to God, you better pray to God that Jason get that girl back." And right before he leaves, he goes, "And fix your wig." Because her wig was tilted.
That's what I'm saying. Like all those movies, they just give substance of who we are. And I just wanted to kind of throw some shenanigans. We didn't have RKO's here, but some shenanigans.
Oh yeah, The Wire. I can do The Wire too.
Wire.
You can do The Wire.
New Jack City.
New Jack City.
New Jack City, The Wire, all that. I can do that. Yeah.
They bring in some of the play. They bring in some of the characters for New Jack City. It's an actual stage play that's going to be going on in Detroit in November.
Ooh, I thought you said remake. If you said remake, it's going to be trouble.
It's going to be trouble. Any Friday, I could recite. When the first Friday first came out, everybody was on VHS tape.
No, I got one for you. Players Club.
Oh my God. Everybody knew them lines because those type of movies wasn't really out for us. So when they did come out, you learned all the lyrics. What'd you say, Salvador?
Dancing in the nude. Bucket naked.
Hold on. I got something. I got a couple funny things for y'all.
What'd you say, Salvador? What'd he say?
I just said Bernie Mac played Dollar Bill.
Dollar Bill.
Yeah.
Dollar Bill.
Dollar Bill. I'm from Southtown.
My mom's first name is Felicia. And you know that saying, "Bye, Felicia"?
Yeah.
So we were sitting around talking, and someone was like, bye, Felicia. She was like, what are you talking about? I'm right here. We was like, no, Ma. It's a saying.
Oh,
Where did that movie come from? Where did Bye Felicia come from?
Friday.
Friday. He said, don't go in that bathroom for 24, 35 minutes. He said, you got to get a J-O-B. Craig, go get you a job. That's when he was saying, how you get fired on your day off?
I'm not trying to be no dog catcher. You don't worry about the dog catcher catching your ass.
My favorite Friday is the last Friday with the Christmas one. That's
The
my
Christmas
favorite.
one
one.
with Ricky Smiley.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
Troy, when they was running through them people's houses.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, me too. I agree with you, Troy.
Brothers, but barbecue.
That's
And he slapped that grandma. He said,
Slap
you
your
ain't know.
mama.
He said, you not the police. You are not the police.
Yo, I know too many off of that doggone movie.
Man.
That was a movie that you just kept watching over and over. Like when Training Day came out, I watched that. I went to the movie 5 times in a week. That first week and watched Training Day because that sucker was so hard. Like, dude. When he got in that, what was that Camaro, the old school Camaro, and he pulled it up, and that's when he first got in. He got that dude on.
You mean that Cuddy? You mean that Cuddy?
Man, those are good. So that was kind of like my our shenanigans. So y'all ain't heard some shenanigan news? Does anybody have some shenanigan news?
I ain't heard nothing there. We're Bob at with the shenanigan news.
No, the only thing is we still hear very little about Brett Favre and the welfare scandal.
Come on now, listen. And you know the dude from the Celtics, he resigned.
Who?
He was having relations. He was having entanglements with the players too.
The coach resigned from the Celtics?
Yes.
I ain't hear that.
I hear that.
Yeah. Yes. Go and look it up. He was having relations with the players and the staff. He was just all over the place. He was entanglement.
What you mean by the players? Are you saying
you mean the players' girlfriends or wives? Because when you say players, you like
right.
Oh, okay. Woo, we had to clarify that one.
I said, this dude,
yeah,
boy,
I'm gonna go on. Yeah, because it's on. You right now. I'm a social media queen. I just like listen. I'm like, dang, that ain't made the hot news. They was like, yeah, he's going to resign if he has not already resigned.
He hasn't resigned yet.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't
resigned yet.
Okay, I know they said that he's supposed to be resigning.
I don't know why he's gonna resign. They feel he gonna get suspended with pay.
Right. For the whole year.
So I don't know if y'all heard, I guess on like last Friday on First Take, they were talking, you know, Stephen A was talking about the whole Celtics thing.
Mm-hmm.
The ESPN female analyst Malika Andrews,
I heard about that one.
Yeah, because Stephen A, and to me, Stephen A has a valid point.
Yeah.
All we're hearing about is the coach getting penalized.
But you don't hear nothing about what she did. And she's married too.
That's what Stephen A is talking about.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about. Yep.
Yeah,
what did Malika Andrews do?
Because Stephen A was like, hold on, isn't she a staff member of the organization too? So apparently Malika Andrews called in and she said, Stephen A, with all due respect, this is not about pointing the finger. Stop. What became apparent to me in this press conference is that we do not have all the information here. It was frustrating to me that the Celtics declined to elaborate or give more specifics about
her.
Exactly what the rule breaking was that led us to this point. She then says that Stephen A. Smith is blaming a woman for what went down that led to the suspension.
No, he didn't, though.
The fact that we are sitting here debating whether someone else should have been suspended or not, we are not here. Stephen A.
But it was consensual. It was consensual. Both of them were married. But also, she knew it because she took care of all his travel. That's like your mistress, like you got a mistress and they know wherever your wife is at all times because she booking the travel. She booked when she was coming to New York. She knew it all. Like
not only did she do that, what was foul as hell, she's the one who helped move Nia Long to Boston.
Right. You helped move her. So,
yeah. Ouch. Ain't no yikes. It's ouch. Damn.
Yeah. And that's where she said when she finally started to come out, because she's now starting to share.
I think Malika Andrews is misunderstanding what
Stephen
A.
Yeah, she did.
He's not trying to blame the woman, but what he is saying is, look, if this was a consensual affair on both parties and they both work for the Celtics organization, then aren't they both in violation?
Yeah, they both are.
I was watching a podcast, I think it was Thursday night, of one of my old high school classmates, Virgil Berry. His podcast is called AYE Real Talk. It's on YouTube if y'all want to go check it out. And they were talking about that, and they were like, honestly, and I agree, like, we're all wondering, okay, how come he hasn't been fired? Why has he just been suspended? And this is my new theory on that. He has stumbled upon something, whether it was through pillow talk with her, wrong place, wrong time, within that organization, of something that is being done foul. They know he knows, and they don't want to run the risk of him
leaking it out.
Yeah, exposing it. So instead of firing him, they just got him on paid leave. Like I said, there's definitely more to this story because
listen, they brought this story out because of Brett Favre. So what's y'all's take about this Brett Favre? Because he took that money, he ain't give it back. And then you think as soon as they was breaking the news with Brett Favre and you taking job, family services, benefits, food stamp money, then all of a sudden the Celtics news came to light. When you've been knowing since June, this is old news. But Brett Favre is new news. Brett Favre is on tape. Brett Favre is on phone calls. He on tapping where he's telling me, bring me my money, bring me my food stamp money. He knowingly knew.
This is not new news. I remember reading something about this earlier this year or late last year on ESPN.
But I'm saying, we know it's not new news because it's been out. But again, I look at it, the correlation. Brett Favre's news is coming light. And then all of a sudden, you put him in the mood. You know what I'm saying? Put the African man back out in the news. Like, no.
Yeah. The only reason Brett Favre news is out now is because we're about to go into midterm elections, and this scandal involves a politician.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what y'all think about it? Do y'all think they need to? So the question on the table is, should Brett Favre be scratched of all the bus head, everything? What you think, Cyber He needs to give it up.
If he's found guilty, okay.
Okay.
Now let's it is going to be a process, whether we like the outcome or not. But if the outcome comes back that he has, but I mean that's a good thing. Good question there. I don't think they're gonna take his bus away. They're not.
You
gonna
don't think so?
Nah, they gonna do that because by right, OJ bus still in there, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You mean Killer? Yeah, Killer's still in there.
Because he's only paid, like he still owes $200. So the $1 million that he got, he's only paid. He still owes $228,000. So you took the money. You took it. So that's what the NFL is asking. That's what's on the table right now is them taking him, stripping him of his Hall of Fame.
He took it from the poor folks.
Yeah.
Boy, that's the part that make it look bad. It's bad that he took the money, but it's even worse when they kind of find out who he took it from.
Because then you got this politician moving the money, moving those funds to him, and then you're staging all these different motivational engagements and speaking engagements, and you ain't doing none of them. You ain't done none of them, but you still was getting welfare funds. How do you get welfare funds for going in there talking to people? Like you mishandle Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Not just no little small organization. You move in state, federal funds to your bank account, to your personal bank account. And you still was trying to get more. Even when it was coming out, you was still found on tape. Like, I don't want it to be told. Like, dude, you was on tapping. You was on phone calls, texts, where you was telling the politician, make it happen. When you normally knew. I know you're guilty until what's the little saying, process due process, but just innocent until found guilty. Dude, you was guilty when you took the money because you took the money.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I want to say
77 million. That's what I'm saying. You misappropriated $77 million.
He on the hook for it, Tanya. He ain't hooked up for the whole 77 million, is he? He took $5 million of that, right?
But that whole scandal has him included. $77 million total, and he was a part of the full scandal of the money that was being misappropriated to him and to others. But they used that money.
Shame on him, and that's a moral shame because some of them poor folks don't have to
need that money. They need that money, man.
So what he's trying to say now is that he didn't know it was welfare money. Yes, you did because you are on tape saying it. Like, dude, what?
What's going to happen?
What he was doing, he was building that stadium for his daughter. That's what it was. It was that stadium. That's where the 77 million come in because they were using. He took $5 million by himself, and then the other money got misappropriated because he was trying to build these football stadiums where his daughter went to school. The volleyball stadium and all that.
If he has a good lawyer, then he could play dumb. I didn't know.
Yeah.
You can go a little way with I didn't know. I don't know how far he can go, but I think far as his status in the NFL, if it comes back that he is found guilty, no, you won't be seeing him coming up speaking on any engagement for the NFL. Anything because NFL will wipe their hands of you if you found him wrong with anything.
Especially when you misappropriating federal funds. Yeah.
Right.
All day.
Yeah.
That's a felony, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a felony.
Yeah, that's a felony. So kind of going in some pop culture, what y'all think about Rihanna halftime show next year?
Super Bowl halftime?
Halftime.
I want to over and under how much clothes she's going to have on.
Under.
Because she thick. She ain't
dog under.
I hope it's under. I want her to outdo. I want her to outdo Janet.
Just had that baby.
I want her to outdo Janet.
That baby weight. Woo.
Yeah, her baby. Yeah, she looked beautiful with that baby weight.
Woo. It's over when Super Bowl comes. It's over.
I want her to be like on that song, A Naughty Girl. Or maybe, she didn't make that song. Damn, that's somebody else.
That was Beyonce.
She wasn't going to do the Super Bowl because of the Kaepernick thing, but I'm sure Jay-Z convinced her to
do it. Yeah.
Right. That's why I was wondering why. Yeah, because she had been boycotting it because of Kaepernick.
Yeah. She was boycotting the Super Bowl because of Kaepernick.
That's why I was surprised to see her be that, for them to get her to actually, yeah, there it is.
Wow.
Yeah, Al, you said it. That money.
Jay-Z is behind of getting certain acts into the Super Bowl now since he affiliated himself with the NFL. So that's why you start seeing more and more black entertainers in the Super Bowl now.
Yeah, because it used to be all rock and country.
Yeah.
You thank your boy Jay-Z for that.
Yep. That's what I said. Jigga Man.
And it's been better ever since.
And God did. Oh, sorry.
Because last year's Super Bowl halftime show was the smoke.
Yes, it was.
When that fool did that little crip walk, and then they brought Mary out with her crazy dancing. Listen, even my 50 Cent was out there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to fall off.
It was nice.
I know. You can see the blood was rushing up to his big old head, his bald head, his head. That blood, they was like, you gotta get me down from here.
Yeah,
his face was. He started to You can see him trying to like breathe. Like, dude, get me down.
He's like, go.
Yeah, he was like, go.
Give me down.
Go.
Give me down. Give me down. Give me down.
He's like, you said, give me down, give me down.
Give me down.
Oh,
So I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
About 50.
Okay. NBA Media Day was this past week, and LeBron and Anthony Davis was on record saying that they're playing with a chip on their shoulder this season. Underdogs. What is y'all's take on that?
Who cares?
Anthony Davis need to stay well. He ain't stayed well in the last 4 seasons. He's too injury prone. Like, dude, he like Jalen Rose. They got glass legs. Go for it, sit down. Like,
so
what?
he step on the court. Oh, I'm injured. Nah, straight. They could have a boulder, chip, whatever on their shoulders all they want. They better hope they make the playoffs instead of talking about no doggone championship.
Well, we have our Laker expert in Troy. So tell us what you think.
About the Lakers doing what? Making the playoffs?
Yeah, not even the playoffs, but they said a media day.
Media day. Anthony Davis and LeBron James said that this season they're going to be playing with a chip on their shoulder because they feel they're not being respected and they're going to be underdogs.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I can be biased because I'm a Laker fan, but I'm a realist too. Them dudes is old, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
They're not spring chickens anymore. I know that they got a lot of heart. I'll give them the heart all day, but going out there playing that, that 82 game season and not trying to get hurt, you breathe on Anthony Davis, he down for about half a year.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that I think that they make the playoffs. I don't think they go win a chip though. I do not.
I feel messed up when they
and that depends on the health. That depends on them being healthy or not.
Veterans.
But the veterans are not veterans back in the 80s, 90s. These veterans are not the same veterans.
Exactly.
They're just not.
Yeah.
No, they're just not. If you got Trae Young, listen, you got Trae Young. Trae Young is these dudes, like Troy said, these dudes is 23, 24, 25, and you 38. I don't care how much weight and how much lifting you're gonna do in the gym. Your body is basketball season is a long, grueling season.
It is. It's a very long, grueling season.
And do you know who's undefeated?
Father Time.
Father Time is undefeated.
Father Time.
Exactly.
You cannot run from him.
Oh,
and I know LeBron for a 38, 39-year-old.
Yeah.
He's in supreme shape. He got hurt last year too.
Yeah.
So
let me ask y'all this.
Don't forget, we always talk about Anthony Davis. LeBron James got hurt last year too, y'all.
Yeah.
So
and I understand he wants to try to play with his son, but if your body is telling you to sit it down, sit down.
Yeah. Oh, I got a question for y'all.
You 40 years old. Okay. If LeBron know he got to keep going.
Bob calls him Laverne.
Laverne. I just can't see it.
Bob calls him Laverne. He said, I can't stand Laverne.
But you know what? Yeah, I'm 40.
And he don't like him either. He don't like Bob either. Just for the record.
My body now aches like it didn't 5 years ago. And if it starts aching, I sit my ass down. I'm listening to my body.
I got a question for y'all. Will y'all think he will get Kareem's record this season?
That's what he's talking about. Yeah.
I think so.
In LeBron history, in the history of LeBron's career, if he's down 1 year, he's back the next. I would not bet against him. I know they are old.
I'm not betting against him.
I bet against him this year.
I'm not betting against him. I'm just betting against them winning a championship.
Yeah, right. They're not winning a championship.
My thing is the motivation started when Seth Curry and the Warriors won it.
And that was going to be my next point. Y'all act like Golden State, like they ain't going to play this year. They still got to play.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, I don't think they probably should have been there last year. Now, if you want to keep it real, they got lucky to get in there. Okay? Who had them? Denver? Didn't Denver have them down?
Denver was hurt. Denver's team was hurt.
Denver's team was hurt.
Listen, Steph Curry, and them dudes knew that we got handed a Golden Globe. We better get this chip. They knew it. And I give them credit for that. But they didn't say shit about repeating because they know how hard it's going to be.
Shit, Draymond did.
Draymond did. They said, we're going to win it again.
Draymond said they win it again.
Well, that Draymond is a fool, and y'all know it. Okay?
Yeah, he a fool. He don't care.
He
just
say that for his podcast.
But he backs it up, though. He backs it up.
Draymond is the Rodman of this generation. There's always that one player that does all the dirty work, that don't show up on stats, and does all the talking. I mean,
well, let me say this. He got to say it. What else is Draymond going to say? Is he going to say we're going to lose? Of course he's going to say that.
Exactly.
But my point is, you look at that West and you tell me
it's loaded. It's loaded.
The West is
loaded.
The
Everybody
West is
wants that
definitely
chip.
loaded.
I would dare to say I'd be surprised if Golden State went over 55 games. That's how tough it's going to be.
No, this is what they said on ESPN. They said they might. They said the analytics. They said Golden State. They said Golden State might win 41 games.
See?
Hey, listen, man. If Denver stays healthy and all their players keep coming back,
I agree.
You talking about a 7-footer that can come down the court and shoot 3. Then you got a 7-footer that can go down in the block and kill anybody in the league. So, and then they got the boy coming back. What's his name? Michael
Murray.
No, not Murray. Not Murray, the 7-footer. The Michael. What's his name? Michael what?
Damn it! I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
His back is messed up. His back is messed up.
He came out of Missouri. Too. I know who you're talking about.
The boy from Missouri. And what's his name? His first name is Michael.
Damn. Porter.
He right there is an X factor. You got Michael Porter. 7 foot. He's 6'11" and can go on the block and
he can shoot. And he could shoot.
Spread the whole floor out.
And he could shoot.
And Denver is going to be completely healthy this year. Don't sleep on Denver.
And
who's going to guard Jokic?
I'm not sleeping on anybody. But when I look at the playoffs last year and with Golden State, realistically, I feel how Golden State got that championship last year was patience and experience.
Klay Thompson came back.
Oh yeah, well,
Klay Thompson was the X factor.
Yeah, it's all Phoenix fault. It's Phoenix fault.
You said whose fault?
In the finals,
the Phoenix Suns is their fault.
In the finals, when Boston was up
2-1,
I told folks, I said they have to get game 4.
Yep, you're right.
I said Boston has to win game 4.
Game 4 to win it.
I told folks, I said you let Golden State tie this series is over.
It's a wrap.
And that's exactly what happened. Steph Curry went lights out.
I would have went across his face. I would have elbowed him to his throat.
You know what?
Back in the day, you had one dude to go in there and do that one game for you. Shit.
That's your old school rules. I feel you.
The old school rule, like rake your face.
Right. Okay.
I got to pay child support. I need this
about
money.
The finals last year. I said Golden State took their heart in game 4.
Yep.
And then took their soul in game 5 because they managed to lose when Steph Curry does not hit
that
one
score. Right.
Like you're like, oh shit. Like we can't do nothing.
But also, Tanisha, that poor coach from Boston had all that. He knew all that shit was going on.
We didn't know nothing about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, he knew it. We didn't know it, but he knew it.
Well, we know. We all didn't know.
Hey, I want to watch it then. Why he's sweating before the game started?
If anything, he was more relaxed.
You're right. He was. He ain't do no yelling.
He was getting it in at the facility. Then going home, getting it in with Neil Long. He was the most relaxed coach in the NBA. Nothing been wrong with him.
Right. Now, and they just in the middle of all that, they just signed Blake Griffin to a 1-year deal to the Celtics, which I was like,
he a journeyman at this point.
He a journeyman now.
Yeah.
He washed up right now.
Yeah, they gave him a 1 year They gave him a 1 year fully guaranteed deal.
But he's not gonna be like, oh, we got Blake Griffin, we're gonna win now.
But that's what I said. But you gave him a full year guaranteed money.
You have to.
Yeah, on a veteran, on a veteran's minimum.
Yeah, you have to.
Which is still like a couple $1 million. His bank account is okay. He'll sit that bitch and be all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shoot, look at Don
do it too.
Haslam in Miami. All them years and did not have to play.
You just drinking Gatorade and collecting a check.
And guess what? He playing again this year.
Yep. I ain't mad at him.
Well, I know breaking news, the U.S. women's basketball just crushed China for the 4th straight World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
AJ Wilson, whew, she was the MVP.
She a beast. That girl's a beast.
When we watched her play in that playoff when it was the Final Four back in 2018, God.
If they know like I know, they better get the hell out of China right now.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, they won 83-61 2 hours ago. U.S. women crushed.
Fiber dog, be quiet, man. He said he needed to get the hell out of China. You know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Man. They better get on that boat. They better jump on that boat, Al.
Yeah, hey, I feel it.
Is up on Kentucky,
I don't want to even go in the air. Put me on the boat.
You said put me on a boat.
You said Ole Miss is beating Kentucky right now.
14-6 at the start of the second quarter.
That's what we said. It's time. It's almost 1 o'clock. The kickoff then started. It's time for us to go. I know. I just want to say prayers up to everyone. If you got family members in Florida, because I've been watching videos. Man, that hurricane, that level. What is it? That Hurricane 5. You know. Whew.
Yeah,
it took out islands and bridges, and people are like, a lot of people haven't like, if you go on TikTok, these folks is staying and they're in 10 feet of water, like under. But and now they want to be rescued. Like, you should have left when they kept saying to leave.
Tanya, no, it is a problem leaving that state of Florida. There's only so many exits to get up out of there, and plus it takes hours to get out of Florida. It depends on where you live at. That's the problem.
And that's what I want to ask you. Would you, that's your home, home state. Like, when it comes to hurricane, they were saying a lot of people are still there because they just couldn't leave.
They can't get out because this is like going like Key West area is like the NO. There's only one way in, one way out. That's it. Get out of the Keys to get into Miami and stuff.
What is that island? It's called Sail. The one that has the bridge. That the bridge is totally wiped out. What is it? How you call it? Centerville. Yeah, that's the whole entire island.
It gets engulfed. It gets engulfed, and like I said, the only way you're gonna get out of the state of Florida is either I-95. And there's another one you got to go through Tallahassee, going through to get up out of there. That's the only way you're gonna get up out of that state of Florida.
Oh
wow! All right, y'all fellas. Well, it was like, well, you know what? It's been a great. Tanisha, let's give it up.
Yeah, great job, lady.
Thank you.
Great job. Hey, hold on, I ain't seen you yet. I ain't seen you yet.
I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't feeling well when I woke up this morning. I made sure. But I made sure I was well enough to do this.
All right, Grinch, you on deck.
Who?
Grinch, you on deck.
On deck on what?
You the team lead analyst, bruh.
So get it not on duty. Not on duty. I'm doing day. Not on duty.
Oh, well then, hey,
top flight security. Not on duty.
Because because next week is Saturday. We're gonna be at the Central State homecoming because my daughter Janiyah Kelly Sr. is the homecoming queen.
Yeah, congratulations. Tell her congrats.
You won the homecoming queen?
Hey, Tanya.
Yeah, she's a Central State 2022 homecoming queen. Janiyah is.
Damn, that's dope.
That's dope.
Yes, congrats.
So we're gonna be there. The parade starts at 8 o'clock in the morning at Central State. They're bringing back the full Central State, like the whole entire week, starting on Wednesday. There's gonna be the alumni is gonna be down there. All types of events happening. There's I think her name is Tiny or Tina. Tiny, I think her name is. She's gonna do a concert on campus on Friday. Go to Central State's website. You'll find out all the happenings. And the parade is at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then the kickoff is at 1 o'clock.
That's their homecoming, right?
And it's their homecoming. Yes. Yes, it is.
Man, I can't make it, man. I'm mad. I can't make it this time. Oh,
Yes,
man.
and they're bringing back the whole entire. So it's going to be in the yard. They're going
Like
to
it
have
was the last
vendors,
time?
food. Yeah,
Like it was the last time?
yeah, like 2019.
Yeah,
So they
when we
haven't.
went. Yeah,
Yep,
man.
2019. So
Man, I
yeah,
can't go.
I'm excited to be able to go back and just kick it and see my daughter be, a part of the parade and, get her flowers. That goes back into bullying, to see things that have happened back in 2017 when she, was bullied, and to see it all come back now,
That's great.
2200 fold, and to be able to see her just really be a senior and be able to ready to graduate from college. And she's a
Man,
homecoming
I'm getting
queen.
old, man. I remember that little girl was running around the house. So, seeing when I came in, she knew what it was. And, now she a homecoming queen. That's crazy.
Homecoming
No, that's great,
queen
man. That's
for
great.
HBCU. She wanted to go
At
to
HBCU.
at an HBCU. She was like,
Right.
Mom, I want to go to
That is
HBCU.
wild.
And I'm gonna be honest, I was like, I don't know, I don't want you to go. And to see her kind of emerge, like she has taught me so much about us as a people, our culture, her going to Central State and emerging into the body and the student body and getting into these different groups. She's been working in Dayton. So it's just been great to see her flourish. Like you said, Troy, this little girl who had no hair on her head, bald headed, and to see her now, still short hair, but see her as a queen.
Man.
So we are very excited. So we're probably going to be going live. Huh?
I remember when that girl was born.
Right.
Dang.
And here we
crazy.
are. And then I'm just excited. And then to have baby girl there. So it's like, I call that one Jania's college girl. And we got the last Mohegan that's there. And it's just great. So next week we will be live on Central State. We can try to take just a break, but we'll probably be going through, and I'm still going to be up. So if y'all want to jump on, StreamYard, let's get it. But we'll be going live from Central State with all the happenings and just going in. So
Tanya, where Bob at?
we had a death in the family, so he is out of town. His aunt passed away.
He's still in Virginia. Okay.
Yeah, he came home and she passed away on Monday. His auntie passed away. Our auntie passed away Monday. So
I'm gonna call him in a minute.
So he's back down there taking care of that. So that was why he didn't jump on. So prayers up for the family. And
Definitely.
It's been a great week. Again, we are in October. Football is in full effect. We're getting ready to add on basketball in about a couple weeks. So it's about to take off again. And we're just excited to just be able to be back on live. And, we got some great things that's going to go on. So our quick tip for students who, if your family or your child is being bullied, the first thing you need to do is that you need to report it to the appropriate authorities. So if it is bullying happened at your school, write a letter. It is a formal complaint letter. You can get the letter off our website at www.empowerouryoutfoundation.org. Print it off. It is editable. It's a Word document. Open it up, start typing. If you need our assistance, you can always ask for our help through Empower Our Youth Foundation. But there is a formal complaint letter that it starts the process. Turn that in. They have 5 days to, as they call, do not a resolution, but to do an investigation. After 5 to 7 days, if it's not what you want, you can go further and we can speak on that. But that's just first tip. If it's happening at school, follow a formal complaint letter. Second of all, do not let your child and the person that's being bullied be in the same room. They will try it. They will say, the powers that be will say, oh, we're not doing it. Yes, they are. Please, please, please. If your child is being bullied, please do not have them in the same room with the bullier. Ask for separate rooms. Ask for, that to keep safe. Third is find a trusted adult in that building that you can trust. Because when you're in the middle school and high school, who works in the office? Kids. So kids relay all that information back to the powers that be, and they have these cell phones. So now it's instantaneous. So making sure that your child has someone safe that they can trust. So those are the quick 3 tips for this week. Is if your child is being bullied, there's a proper protocol. Ask for a document letter that you can actually have a formal complaint. Make sure there's no roundtable discussion. That means that your child is in the room with the person that they're being bullied by. And third, find a trusted adult that's in the building that they can trust to contact you if things are happening. So those are my first 3 tips. We'll be having these tips all throughout the month. So as we close out, what's the word? What's the word? We're going to bring it back. What's the word? So give us some encouragement that we can take into the new week. So we're going to start with our lead analyst for today, and that was Lois Lane. That's his new day. So come on. Give us a what's the word? A final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Well, let's see. My positive tip for the week is to, just embrace life and to, know who is surrounding you and pay attention, because not everybody is always truly there for you. And it's okay that you may have to shed some people, because like they say, less is best.
Okay. Love it. Embrace life. What about you, Cyber Dog? What's the word?
I think the word of the week for me, get ready to watch these great games today and great games tomorrow, and get started on Monday in this fall. Just to stay focused this week. This is our best time of the year in Ohio, and not just to be focused, but be appreciative to be around to see all these great things. That's it.
Okay. All right. Come on, Troy.
My word of the day is heat. Make sure y'all check y'all furnaces because it's about to get cold outside. I had to turn my heat on last night for the first time because I was like, dang, it's like 30 degrees. I turned the heat on, and the heat, I heard a little, like coughing. So, I'm just gonna make sure that my furnace is working all right. Everything seems to be working all right now. Maybe it's been so long since I turned it on, but it's just a reminder that cold is coming, y'all.
Oh, no. And it's coming fast. All right, Greg, come on.
My word is thought process.
Oh, okay.
Critical thinking of the mind. So just use your thought process on everyday life and also decisions. And that's all I have to say.
Okay.
I like that.
I like that. And for me, what's the word is believe in you. I think we don't believe in ourselves enough. I think we put too much stock in other people and other things and stars. And if you really just sat back, this week I went to the Chamber of Commerce clam bake and lobster. And it was just great to see so many African-American people of color in many different organizations, as well as entrepreneurship. So believe in yourself. Don't doubt you, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to get you over the hump, and you believe in yourself. So that's my final word, just believe in you and trust that where you going, there's a journey. And if you believe in you first, everything else is going to flow. So I'm ready to get started with some games. So again, always a hell of a conversation. When we get on, we talk sports from a fan's perspective. Next week, we're going to be traveling. We're going to be at Central State. So when we come back, the lead analyst will be Kels. So I will get it popping, but we're going to jump on at least the first first hour about 11. So we can just talk some sports and let y'all know what's going on. So I'll still post up the StreamYard so y'all can just see what's going on and get those questions in. So a hell of a day.
Big Al's lead analyst next week, right?
So Al, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? So it's going to be the 13th will be.
Thanks, Al. You come up with something.
Yeah. So the 8th is going to be more like a impromptu because we all going to be at Central State. But if y'all want to do it next week, hey, let's go.
Okay, so we are doing the show next week.
Yeah, we're gonna do like an impromptu show next week. It's just gonna be coming on Central State, and then the 13th, Al gonna take over.
I'll do it.
Y'all want to do it Friday evening.
Oh,
so
yeah.
what time are we getting on next week, though?
Well, this is what we're going to do. I think we're going to jump off this air, so don't get off. We're going to talk about it really quick. So listen, Sportz Wine and Brew. Hey, it was a hell of a show. Lois Lane, let's go. Happy birthday again. Be safe out there.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Hey, what's the world say? Embrace life. Stay focused. Turn that heat. Thought process and believe in yourself. That's what's the word to take us into the new week. Peace. Have a wonderful week.